using all those. Oh, hey, everybody, we're live. We are
Hey,
live.
good morning.
Good
I
morning. It's
figured it all
Saturday.
out.
We've entered a new era. We've got $100+ silver. Is that
Yeah.
something that's freaking everybody out, or are you down with it? What's the deal? Are you down with it, Vegas? How do you feel about it?
I'm all right with it. I mean, it's not exactly as um it's quicker than I expected. I'll put it to you that way. And
Yeah.
it's very strange and very odd, but I mean, got no choice, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought it was inevitable. Good morning, Jerry Parker. Silver Dragoon just jumped in. Who else we got in here? Scotty Aquati. Good morning. Good morning. Saturday morning, Littlefoot. Always he jumped in there pretty quick. Let's see who else we got. Kevin Hawthorne. Good morning, Kevin. How are you? I think that's it.
Elo's up bright and early.
Oh yeah, Kalilo. Holy cow, dude. Wow, that's early for you.
Yeah.
Well, what am I saying? It's early for you too, isn't it?
It's late for me.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I don't look at it that way. It is. Yeah, that's you got a tough schedule. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it
Tough
works.
schedule, man.
I like Littlefoot's comment. He said, "Hit the like as you enter. Please wipe your feet as you come in the house." I like that. Very creative, as always.
Remember that there was a skit. I can't remember who did it. It was Will Smith. Oh, it was from Family Guy. Will Smith and his clean rap. You remember that one?
I don't remember that one.
Wipe your
Uh,
shoes on the mat when you come in the house. Somebody just clean that floor.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Silver Dragoon says he's running around the house selling everything not bolted down so he can buy more precious metals.
Yeah, I totally agree with that theory, man. I'm thinking about mortgaging my house again and buying metals.
Come on.
Of course, if my wife hears that, I'll be getting divorced. I'll be spending it on a divorce lawyer, but
I'll be like, go ahead, sell the house. I get half.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lights are turned off? No, they're not. They're on there. I hit it. It doesn't
What?
show how many there are for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Wait, what?
It's blue collar setting.
Oh, what is it now? What's turned off?
There's the thumbs up, but it doesn't say how many likes you have for some reason.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's me. I don't know how to I gotta switch that. It doesn't say how many likes, yeah.
He is technology challenged. Is that a good word? Is that how you put it?
Yeah, I would say that's probably a nice way to put it.
Um,
Technologically challenged. I think it's more laziness than anything else because I understand technology. I don't know where to look for all that stuff like media assets. I don't know what the hell all this banners. Okay, let's see about banners here. This is an example. Click, show a banner on screen.
there you go,
Oh,
banner,
okay.
and then you create one.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah.
Lilo wants to know how many ladies I have there. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4. 24?
24.
Not bad.
So we got somebody waiting backstage right now. We got Jeffrey from Alpine Gold. We had him on before. He is going to talk with us about the current markets and how they're handling, the situation. Is there any shortage on their end and blah blah blah. We got a few questions for him.
Yeah, and if chat has any questions for him, you know the routine. Throw
Yeah,
some
definitely.
question marks before and after, and we will try not to pass them up.
Yep, because we try not to ignore our chat. It's not always successful, but it's not
Sometimes
intentional.
easier than others.
You have to say it's not intentional. All right, but without further ado, let me bring Jeffrey up here.
Hey, good
All
morning.
right. Hey Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Joe. How are you?
Doing well, man. How do you feel about this $103 silver and almost $5,000 gold? What's your opinion?
Well, the analytics that I've been receiving, as you know, in the conversations that you and I have had outside of this forum, I traded for many, many years on the COMEX. And the analytics that I'm getting are indicating that we're not going to see an end to this anytime soon. Seems, as I'm sure you're all noticing, that every time these markets are setting a new high, that new high immediately becomes the new floor
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
market. So, $100 to $103 an ounce silver at this point is basically a low. The anticipation is by the end of Q2 will probably be close to teetering around 200 from what the
That,
analytics are saying.
yeah.
Personally, from experience, I think that's a little far fetched, but certainly not out of the realm of reality. Gold as well is moving faster than we've ever seen it move, at least in the decades that I've been in this industry. Again, it's the safest haven. There are more and more people that I'm dealing with on a daily basis that are jumping into the precious metals market. And a lot of them right now, surprisingly enough, are exchanging gold for silver. Silver's the biggest play right now, without
Right.
question.
So people, even at a 48 handle on the GSR, they're still exchanging gold for silver.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot of the people that we work with at Alpine, the members that we deal with at Alpine, that have large holdings of gold, and I'm getting calls nonstop on a daily basis that I want to take some of my gold and I want to exchange it for silver in my
Mhm.
account. And
Yeah.
they're doing it and they're sending more money for silver. We're currently we offer a gold lease program that has been very successful. We had one in the gold backs for years. It terminated about 4 or 5 months ago. They're in the process of potentially initiating a silver lease program, which is going to be great. And there's a lot of interest in that. So the consensus has been silver, silver, silver. Everybody is talking about silver.
Mhm.
And that's where the market trend is moving. Where we all know, we've all dealt in this. Silver has always ridden on the coattails of gold. That's no longer the case. Silver is setting its own market. It's moving exponentially, and it doesn't look like it's coming to a stop anytime soon. The demand is exceptionally high.
Yep.
Inventories are not that plentiful. We have silver in our inventory. We have a fairly large inventory of both gold and silver. But it's going to get to a point that that's going to start to dwindle as well. And we're going to have to look for some other sources. But
Right.
it's definitely the place to be right now,
Now,
without question.
do you have any warnings? Because Vegas has your site up there. Do you have any warnings on there about shipping delays, inventory warnings, things like that?
None, because it's not a concern for us at this particular point. So
Gotcha.
again, we have inventory. We are backed. We have more than enough to cover what we need at this particular point. We don't deliver a tremendous amount of metals because, as you know, Joe, the platform that we utilize is called the UPMA. That's a transactional platform.
Yeah.
And excuse me, um, when individuals like yourself and anyone else uh, deposit money into the UPMA, into their UPMA account, the metals are held with us. They're vaulted with us.
Hmm.
Can you take possession anytime you want? Absolutely. They'll be shipped to you. But when people come in, unless they're buying strictly off of the alpinegold.com e-commerce platform, which is the retail platform, there they would take physical delivery of their metals, whether it's silver, gold, or gold backs. But in the UPMA, it's strictly for acquisition, strictly for
Yeah.
investment. It's save and hold.
Now, now, obviously, I would think you get a lot of clients with pretty deep pockets. Like, who wants to keep 5,000 ounces of silver in their bedroom closet, right? So
Yeah, it's a
you
great
guys
question.
obviously vault it, right? And where is it vaulted? Is it vaulted in the U.S.?
Yeah, absolutely. We have two major vaults. As you know, our headquarters is located in Utah.
Hmm.
We're a Utah based company. I'm here in Florida. as you are, and we have two major vaulting facilities. And these are all high tech. I mean, you walk into the vault, it's like you walked into a James Bond movie. It's got all the laser stuff. And I mean, it's like a whole city and it's stacked floor to ceiling. That one is at our main location. Then there's another more high tech vault that we have actually inside of a mountain,
Oh,
which
wow.
is extremely high tech and security guards. I mean, the whole nine yards. It's impenetrable. So there is security with us as well. Purchasing metals through the UPMA account and vaulting with us, your metals are always 100% backed by Lloyd's of London,
Right.
and it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, your money in the bank, FDIC, you're insured up to 250K. You got anything above that, you're screwed. With us, all of your assets are totally covered and totally backed.
Okay, and well, we got a couple of questions in the chat, but I just wanted to make a point.
Sure.
This, your particular service with the UPMA is kind of like halfway between an ETF and physically holding the metal, right? Now, everybody loves to say, and it was in the chat, if you don't hold a Gator said, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. I subscribe to that, right? So I don't know how comfortable I would be with a third party vaulting service, but if you if you're working on, like, say, with an ETF, that's totally insecure as far as I'm concerned.
Well, we're not working with an ETF.
No,
We're
no, I know you're not specifically. I mean, the end user. So my point is, and you can agree or disagree, is that this is kind of halfway between an ETF and keeping it in your basement.
I don't know if I would agree with that 100% because we're a depository, so to speak. So, it's like a bank. Your money's in the bank. Now, I know that most people these days feel totally insecure with having their money in the bank. But
Yeah.
again, unless, to use the example that you gave a few minutes ago, unless you got extremely deep pockets and you're holding tons, and there are some people that do have that kind of money, they do have some type of safe or vaulting system in their home or somewhere else that they're able to vault, but most people cannot do that. There are a lot of people out there, they call me, I have 25 monster boxes of Silver Eagles. Great. I have nowhere I can continue to keep them. It's taking up too much space. I got to insure it. I got to do the whole nine yards. They'll bring it to us. They'll deposit with us and we will vault it and insure it for them. And we're going to charge them a vaulting fee to do so, as any other depository would. There are other companies besides us that do pretty much the same thing, and they all provide vaulting services. It's a much safer way to go than storing it in your home. I mean, I do the same thing through my company that our clients do. I invest the same way. My metals are vaulted. And as I stated at the beginning of the conversation, you're not buying it physically going through the UPMA, but it is a physical transaction. If you decide at any point to pull your metals out of the market, you can take possession of your metals. You can walk in if you're near one of the branch locations. You can and you've been to my branch. You can walk into any one of those branches and take your metals out.
Okay. That sort of reminds me of blue collar. I forgot who it was offhand, but they said they actually vault theirs overseas. So they actually send theirs. Remember that blue collar? They said they send it overseas to a vaulting company. So this is actually a vaulting company here in the U.S., which is better in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, the one overseas, and it's like the most widely used one. It's in Switzerland. It's a company called Glint, Glint. So that could be where this individual is vaulting. Most people want to keep it as close to their backyard as possible,
Yeah, of
and
course.
we provide that. We provide that service. You don't have to vault with us if you want to take possession. You want to purchase, take possession. You got the the space to house it, you're willing to insure it to keep yourself protected, God bless.
Very true. Silver Dragoon has a question. He says, since you've traded on the COMEX, have you ever seen anything like the March contract volume? Open 100,000 plus contracts right now, and we're seeing record highs stand for delivery.
I have not seen that. I've been actually in this industry for 5 decades, and I've seen substantial movements. I've seen substantial volume, nothing like we've seen in the last 24 months, really. Um, Again, this is the place to be. We haven't also seen, in at least my history, the amount of financial instability that we've seen in the last 24 months, 36 months. So, with the world economy in a free for all spiral, as far as I'm concerned, everybody's jumping on this bandwagon as far as precious metals. So, I have not seen, to answer the question, I have not seen this type of volume ever.
Yeah, it definitely seems like a different time for everyone for sure. I've only been stacking like in precious metals for 2 years, and I know this is not a normal situation that we're seeing, and it's pretty crazy. Another question was brought up by Littlefoot. He
Mhm.
says, is there a clause that says if you don't have the silver, you'll pay in cash? I feel like that's a loophole that I would not like to take part of. And that's
Yeah, we listen, we have different ways to go. When you're if you have the UPMA account with us and you're using that platform for acquisition, for investing, for security and growth, as I call it, you could convert back to cash anytime. The metals are always there. You have choices. You can take the metal out in any form that is available to you. We have silver, gold, and gold backs. That's all we deal in currently. The gold and silver that we deal in are US minted coins. We deal in legal tender. So you're either going to get gold eagles, gold buffaloes, silver eagles, or you want cash at any point, you could convert your metals back to cash anytime you want. The fiat option is available.
very cool. Options are always good, especially in this market. Um,
I
Gator
think
Gold.
I lost my audio before. Am I back?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
back.
Okay, good. I was like trying to talk. I was like, oh,
I noticed that, so I was trying to help out.
good job. Good job. Sidekick.
he did a
Good
great
job.
job. Did a great job.
Gator former gold channel says if it's leased out, how is it in the vault? Now those are two separate things, I'm guessing. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's two separate things. I mean, essentially it's vaulted, but it is leased out. So the easiest way to kind of explain it, it's similar to your traditional bank account. You put money into your bank account. In your mind, it's in the bank. It's there. It's in a vault, whatever. The bank takes your money, puts it into circulation for the purpose of generating loans. Those loans, whether they're commercial, auto, doesn't really matter, residential, those loans generate interest for the bank. So the bank is putting your money into circulation, utilizing it, not their own, for the purpose of generating those loans, receiving uh, interest. They break you off a little piece as a thank you for utilizing your money. If you want to pull your money out, you have the ability to do that. With the leasing, it's a similar kind of situation. It's there, but it's being leased out. We're receiving a percentage from the borrower, but we're not breaking you off a little piece. We're splitting it down the middle with you. We're paying that to you in the form of additional gold. It's amortized monthly, it goes right back into your account. So if you decide to take your money out, to take your metals out, you have the ability to do that. If you terminate the lease early with us, like a CD, like any other type of instrument, lease instrument, you would be subject to an early termination penalty, which would basically negate any of the gains that you had seen during that period of time. But
Mhm.
as the metal in and of itself is growing in value, the fixed rate that is attached to that lease is going to represent more based on that increasing value. So it's with us, it's a triple play because in a lease program with us, you avoid vaulting fees. Those are totally waived. You're seeing the increase in the metal and you're picking up that additional 2% on
Right.
an annual basis. So it's a triple play, it's a win-win.
So unlike fiat, which while you have it in the bank depreciates, and you get your 2%, but your fiat depreciated 8%,
Exactly.
um, your metals will continue to appreciate, and your interest goes up with that appreciation.
Correct.
Okay, so
Spot
that
on.
sounds like a pretty good deal if you're a vaulter, and if you feel secure. Now, what is do you still have the debit card program where you can spend out of it that way too and access it, let's say?
Yes, very good question. We do have the debit card. It's called the TrueLink card. The TrueLink card, it's backed by the metals, but it acts like any other debit card. It's a prepaid card. So, in order to utilize the card, to have funds on the card, you need to liquidate the appropriate amount of metals, convert it back to fiat, and then load that onto the card.
Right.
So,
So I
if you
think
need, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think the last time that we talked about this, I made a point like most of us or some of us keep an emergency fund, right, for expenses that pop up. Now,
Hmm.
you wouldn't want to keep your emergency fund in silver or gold because that's a little bit of a pain in the neck to pay a plumber with that, right?
Correct.
So if you say you put 10,000 in a vault account, made your 2% plus kept your appreciation, now you got a debit card to access it. That kind of makes it liquid where you could use it for storage of emergency fund, you know, funds, I guess.
Essentially, but you're not going to want to pull from a lease because you're going to incur that penalty.
Right,
So
right,
you want to
okay.
keep, what I generally tell people, currently we do not have a lease program for silver, although we are working on one, as I may have mentioned earlier. What I suggest is you have your gold in a lease, let it, it's putting some overalls on those pieces of gold, sending them out to work to bring back additional gold. Leave the gold in a lease. If you have silver in your account, you utilize the silver for liquidity. That's what I recommend to everybody, and it works very, very well. It's the same thing I do myself. You can take a portion of that silver, load it onto the TrueLink card, or you just liquidate, withdraw, and have the fiat deposited directly to your bank. The
Right, I
way we
see. So
work.
you do it like in a two-tiered kind of setup.
Exactly. So I mean, it's really six of one, half dozen of another. In order to load the TrueLink card, it's going to be the same process. You're going to have to exchange the metal back to fiat, and then the fiat will get loaded onto your TrueLink card. If you're making a straight out withdrawal, you got to liquidate the metal. It's got to be exchanged back to fiat. But in this case, instead of being loaded onto the card, it's going to be either ACH or wired directly back to your account.
Right, I got you.
So the liquidity is there if you need it and you're set up properly.
Okay, now I'm gonna put you on the spot. How's your prices? What do you guys how's your prices if somebody wants to just buy metal from you guys?
I mean, the prices are competitive. As you know, there's a premium on coins.
Mhm.
So we're competitive. We're competitive. But again, when you're dealing in the through the UPMA, the one of the biggest advantages of the UPMA account is that it's a zero buy sell spread. So even if you're paying a bit of a premium buying, you're receiving that same premium exiting the market or doing exchanges within the account. So if you bought an eagle today, a silver eagle for $102, whatever it was, actually yesterday our eagles were 122. So if you bought it at 122 and a month from now that eagle goes up to 160 and you say, "Hey, I want to sell it or I want to withdraw it," you're going to withdraw it or sell it at that price. There's not going to
Right.
be a fee. There's not going to be a fee. Now you bring me metals from the outside to sell or to deposit into your UPMA account. If you have a UPMA account, there's going to be an intake fee.
I got you. I got you.
But once it's
Um,
in the account, it's at zero buy sell spread.
okay. That's pretty good. So then you could always exchange it for without premium going the other way back. You know, in other words, you're not going to lose your premium. Is that what you're saying?
You're not going to lose your premium. You're going to buy at market, you're going to sell at market or exchange at market. The only
Okay.
caveat is that you need to keep it to avoid fees, to avoid those fees and stay within the zero buy sell spread. You can buy as much as you want coming in. When you want to do an exchange or a sale, a withdrawal, if you keep it at 10,000 or less every 30 calendar days, you avoid any fees. It'll stay at that zero buy sell spread.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. So what, as far as the goldbacks go, from what I understand, you guys are the biggest distributor of goldbacks. Does that still hold true?
Yeah, it still holds true. As you know, we were essentially one company when Goldback was starting. We are still affiliated. We're still, umbilically attached, so to speak, but we're two separate divisions. So Goldback is Goldback, Alpine is Alpine. However, we vault all of the inventory for Goldback.
Okay. Is there a common ownership?
No, not any longer. There was not any longer. It's two separate divisions. The company is 100% owned and maintained at this point. Everybody has boards of directors, et cetera, officers within their corporations. But the company is owned and operated by Jeremy Corden, who founded the company.
Oh, okay. So now what about now Goldback is that publicly traded at this point? What's the deal with Goldback? I mean, I thought it was privately held.
I believe it still is privately held. That I wouldn't be able to accurately answer for you, Joe. But again, with the Goldback, their focus and part of our focus now is to bring more merchants on board that will accept the Goldbacks as payment for their goods and services.
Right.
So that is Goldback's prime function at this particular point. That's really where they're going. If anybody is looking for the retail side, they want to buy Goldbacks, they want to trade Goldbacks, whatever, essentially Goldback will refer them directly to us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you buy Goldbacks? Can you buy directly from them? Yes, but they don't have the availability because we have their inventory. So their focus is totally different. Right now, their focus is new issuings. So if you keep up with Goldback, they recently, at the beginning of 2025, our state, um, Florida was released. Then it was Oklahoma, then Arizona. Next month, I believe, towards the end of next month, February, they're issuing the Idaho.
Oh,
Then
wow. Okay.
California and Colorado, I believe, are the next issues after Idaho. So
Wow.
it is opening up. It is opening up. It's going through legislation. There's a lot more awareness of the sound money movement. People are recognizing Goldbacks more and more on a daily basis. And there are more and more businesses now starting to accept them as legal tender for payment of goods and services. With our program, the UPMA program, if a merchant is in the system and you have a UPMA account and they provide a service for you or provide a product for you, you can actually pay them through the UPMA account in either gold, silver, or Goldbacks whatever they prefer. So you can do a member to member transfer. And we do that a lot with merchants that are in our network and other members that utilize their services.
Very cool. So there's always, you always have to have some devil's advocate and some worst case scenario type thing. Kalilo asks, what's a worst case scenario with people vaulting with Alpine Gold that you have seen play out?
I haven't really seen any worse scenarios. I mean, we're able to accommodate everyone as far as their metals are concerned. We have as we talked about earlier, we have the top level security measures in place. We've never had an incident where we couldn't provide someone with their metals if they wanted them. We've not had any theft or any security breaches as far as our vaulting is concerned. Realistically, I haven't seen anything disastrous. And I've been with this particular company now for a little over 2 years.
Nice. That's always good to hear. Littlefoot says, are the ask bid prices going to separate by $20?
Are the
Not sure.
bid and ask prices going to separate by $20? I'm not sure if I fully
I'm not sure
understand
what,
that.
yeah, I'm not sure what he's referring to on that one.
Yeah. As I mentioned, with us, we're not working off of a bid and an ask. This is not a futures trade.
Hmm.
Okay. So again, we're charging what we charge for the gold and the silver. You pay our price coming in, which is market for us. You sell or exchange, you receive that current market price. So we're not working on a spread between a bid and an ask.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't understand that before when you said that. So in other words, if I pay 120 today and tomorrow it goes up to 121 and I sell it, I get 121 in my account.
Correct. You'll
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, if you are in the UPMA account, you have the UPMA membership, you buy it today at 122, next week it goes up to 142, and you say, "Hey Jeff, I want to sell this today or I want to exchange it." You're going to sell it or exchange it at 142.
Got it. Yeah, it sounds
Very cool.
pretty solid actually.
Okay? So that would eliminate the need basically for a bid and an ask. Bid and ask are used in futures trading.
Well, yeah, but I think what he was referring to is like you buy an eagle from bullion exchanges and at 120, and when you go to sell it back to them, they're willing to pay you like 106, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I was just gonna kind of go there because it kind of clicked in for me the same time it clicked in
Yeah.
for you, I guess, what he means by that. Again, within the UPMA account, there is that zero buy sell spread. As I also mentioned earlier, if you bring me metals, if you bought metals from another company, from AppMex, from Defy the Grid, JM, anybody, and you said, "Hey, I got these silver eagles, I got these gold eagles or buffaloes, whatever," and you bring them to me, yes, you're going to pay an intake fee. It's going to be anywhere between 5 and 10%, which is way better than you're going to get on the street anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, generally, when you take your bullion to a local dealer, coin dealer, pawn shop, a local exchange like they have. I don't know if they have them outside of Florida. They have these Prosper and all these other, types of exchanges, which are glorified pawn shops. Essentially, they're generally going to give you 20 to 25% below spot.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe a pawn shop, but I mean, I would expect an average coin shop to be within 5 to 10%, like you said.
An average
Mhm.
coin shop is not that interested in bullion. They're interested more in the numismatics.
I would disagree with that. I mean, my coin shop will buy anything you bring into him. You know, he'll buy numismatic, but he's got plenty of bullion, plenty of
Right.
sovereign coins, things like that. You know, he's
He's the rarity. He's the rarity, Joe. I mean, honestly, I've dealt with a lot of local people here. I do business locally with coin dealers, with pawn shops, because there's things that I do take in that I just want to move quickly. That I don't want to have to go through our process, send it to Utah, have them, parcel it out or whatever the case may be. So I have relationships with local entities that deal in metals. And yes, there are a few that take in bullion. They're few and far between. But again, it varies from what I see locally, what people are telling me, and I'm dealing all over the country, as you know. People are telling me, "Oh, I took my bullion, my coins, what to this," and they were giving me nothing. They were basically raping me without kissing me first. Well, yeah, I kind of get that. It's, at the end of the day, it's a business. They're retailers. We're an exchange. We're more like a bank. So we're going to be as fair as possible, and we're working off our current market pricing. So again, there are advantages and there are disadvantages. There's going to be things that are great, things that are not so great. The old chocolate and vanilla analogy.
Yeah, I mean that's with everything, and it's always going to be that way. And
Pluses and minuses.
there are coin shops in my area too. There's one that um is more numismatic stuff, and then there's one that's just whatever comes across the counter and whatever you can get rid of for sure.
Right, right, right. I mean, listen, you got to go where you feel the most comfortable, where you're going to get the most bang for the buck. And there are people that tell me all the time when they call, "Well, what are you offering for this?" And I give them rough pricing. And the rough pricing I know is great because I see what my competition is doing, and I make inquiries on a daily basis. And they tell me, "Oh, so and so offered me this and they offered me that." Great. You know what? If that's the case, I'm going to call them. And if they are indeed offering that, I'm going to fly out to where you are and bring in mine to offload. And the story changes real quickly. Then it's like blah 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 blah. Blah yeah, no, I wasn't really being truthful, type of a thing. So look, what I tell people is, come in. If you're happy with the price that we give you, great. It's either something you're going to accept or not. I'm always eager for business, never desperate for it.
Hmm.
That's a good way to look at it.
So, that's as honest. I'm a very honest, transparent person. I tell things like they are. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm too old to go through the sugarcoating. So this is going to be my price when you're in my branch, and either you want it or you don't want it. If you can do better somewhere else, God bless. Take it there. Take it there. I'm not going to be offended.
Sorry, just catching up on other things.
Yeah, just trying. Oh, Becky wants to know, does Alpine Gold buy goldbacks?
We do. Again, there's going to be an intake fee
Right.
on
So
those goldbacks.
you basically, and I have a UPMA account. I've really honestly never used it.
You've
but
never used it. Yeah,
I
you've
do
never
have
used
it
it.
though.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. One of these days I got to get on that, right? Maybe
You do.
give me a call after the show. We'll talk.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you a call on Monday when I have all my information in front of me, and we can go through it. I've been meaning to talk to you about that anyway, but that's another country song for another day. But bringing in, Joe, you've brought goldbacks in and silverbacks into exchange.
Yeah.
And we do the exchange. There was never any fee that we charged you on the exchange.
Nope. One for one. Yep.
One for one. But generally, if you're bringing in for exchange, it's going to be one for one. So if you wanted to exchange for other states, or, condense to different denominations, like if you had a bunch of ones and you just wanted a 25 or a 50, you could do that.
Yeah, I had the opposite situation. I had 50s and hundreds, and I
That's
wanted to
right.
break them down
Yes.
into smaller bills. Yeah,
That's right. That was like the first transaction we ever did.
it was.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that distinctly. But if you're bringing goldbacks to us strictly to redeem for cash,
Hmm.
there's going to be an intake fee. Generally, it's going to be around 5 to 7% in that vicinity. Generally, it hovers at around 5%. So you got to figure for every 100, you're going to lose 5.
Right. And that's reasonable considering what the local coin shop and certainly what a pawn shop would do.
Well, that's true, and that's what we just talked about. But the point here is this: like I say, I get calls all day, and what are you charging? And oh my God, why do I have to pay this? Well, let me ask you a question. You're bitching about losing 5 to 10% as far as an intake. But let me ask you a question. Where did you buy it at? And how much, if I give you this price, I can tell you you're essentially doubling or tripling your money anyway. So you're going to bitch over a 5, 6, or 7% haircut after you just doubled or tripled your money.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
So, I mean, that's what I face. And, people forget. People forget. Well, yeah, I bought it at $20 an ounce. Now it's $100 an ounce. But geez, I'm going to lose 5%. Okay. It's cost of doing business.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cost of doing business. Do you work for free? No, we don't work for free either.
Understood. So what else can you highlight for us? I know you wanted to go over a couple things, maybe some new programs or something, or new products, anything that you
Yeah,
want to bring
well,
out?
we're now starting to move into a different direction also, where the UPMA account now is like a dual purpose account. We just rolled this out where none of us, including myself, are extremely familiar with all the aspects of it. But in addition to the traditional UPMA account, um, there's another side of it that is strictly for bullion. We're getting a lot of bullion in, and instead of just parceling it out, wholesaling it out, whatever we've been doing, we're actually now offering it where we never did before. So that's a separate side from the legal tender aspect. So one is considered a spending account, one is considered a savings account. However, in the new account that we're establishing right now, the bullion side, it's not going to have the same advantages that you will see with your traditional spending account, which is the traditional UPMA account, like the one you have, Joe.
Yeah.
So there will be no zero buy sell spread in that particular arena. There will be no ability to transfer, as I mentioned before, member to member. So there's going to be some stipulations. There will probably be a lease program. The pawn program will probably exist in that as well. And I believe the TrueLink card will be able to be utilized in that account as well. They sort of put the cart before the horse, if I'm being transparent, by rolling it out, setting it up software wise. But we don't have all of the details. I believe we're going over that as a group company meeting on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll have more details, and I can share that at another time. But that's about it. Again, new issuings for all the silver buffs here, and talking about goldbacks. There was a new issuance of a new silverback.
Yeah, that thing was crazy
Right.
popular.
You called me on that, I believe. But
Oh,
it's called the Hades. They have a standard and they have a couple of graded editions. There
mm,
were new issuings, also limited issuings with the goldbacks. They came out with a 250-year U.S. commemorative, Washington, D.C.
yes.
That is gone.
Yeah,
That
that one sold
moved
out too.
like in a blink of an eye. So there's none available. We're back ordered for the next, I don't know how long on those things. There were two graded versions of that. And then there was the release of the Dallas Fort Worth. And again, those are on the collectible side. They're not for fungible purposes. So again, those are collectibles. If you go on the Alpine Gold website, you can shop there if you're interested. if anyone is interested in learning more, is it okay if I provide my phone number here?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Vegas, you have a problem with that?
It's fine. Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So if anyone is interested in learning more about the UPMA, about our vaulting services, anything that we've generally discussed here this morning, please give me a call. Let me go through everything with you. Let me help you get set up if that's your goal to do that. So if, I'm working off my phone, so I have limited access to what I can do here. My phone number directly is 561-303-0404. I'm East Coast time. I'm located in Florida. I'm available Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So call me directly if you have any questions, anything that we may not have covered here today that, comes to mind at a later time. You want to learn again, to be repetitive, more about the UPMA, the services, the programs that we offer. I'm your man.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in. Thanks, Jeff. I know
pleasure.
your time is limited. Do you have any more questions, Vegas?
No, I think he covered everything very well. I think the
Yeah.
chat came up with some good questions as well. Very good.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was great, and this is the second time I've been on, and it's
Yep.
been a great experience. I hope I'm invited back again and have the ability to discuss what's going on at that time. And listen, just everybody keep doing what you're doing. You're all on the right track, and this is the place to be at this particular point. If you're not in precious metals in one way, shape, or form, you're just not in the game.
Yep.
You're
I
not in.
agree. And something we always say, it's a great time to be a stacker.
It definitely is. I mean, again, just very briefly, I've been stacking since I'm a little boy. So I've always understood the importance of metals. And I think that was one of the motivating factors for me to actually get into the business to begin with and trade this on a more, sophisticated level, which I've done, leading me to where I am at this particular point with Alpine and the UPMA. So again, y'all have my number. Please don't be shy. Give me a call anytime. I'll be more than glad to answer your questions. When you do call, though, please, identify yourself and say, I heard you on Average Joe.
Very cool.
Okay, so I can recognize you, and I'll try to create some type of promotion for anybody that calls off the podcast.
Awesome.
Cool.
We
Very nice.
appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you.
Anytime. Thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting me. Y'all have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from every one of you.
Awesome, man.
Hey,
I'll
Jeffrey.
talk to you soon.
Okay, take care.
Vegas, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, I was just saying thank you. That's it.
Okay, Vegas. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful day. And if you're in one of these extremely cold areas, stay warm and safe.
Yes,
Absolutely.
for sure.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, Jeff.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Are you getting the cold weather where you are, blue collar?
Well, I mean, relatively cold, yeah, but not freezing. But yeah, we got like 5 days of what we consider cold.
I mean,
Um,
it's been low 70s, like high 60s here, which is not normal for sure, which I'm not mad at it at all.
yeah. Like I'm looking right now. I don't even look at the weather generally speaking. I know what it is. It's like, okay. Our low temperatures like on Tuesday is 46, Wednesday is 46, Thursday 39, Friday 40. So, and then 40s for the rest of the week on the lows, on the highs in the low 60s. So that's pretty chilly for us.
Let's see. I don't even know what ours is daily.
But I mean, I'm sure everybody else is like, "Oh, it's a spring day."
Dude, ours are like the highs of 60, like low 60s, and then the low of like 35.
Yeah, so very similar.
Yeah, not bad. Which is
Yeah.
actually pretty warm for this time of year, but I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah. Yeah,
Khalil
actually
says,
one of the
Cleo
guests.
wanted to know if either one of us do vaulting with Alpine. I do not, and Blue Collar, I believe, does not yet.
No, I have a UPMA account. I have done business with Alpine. I've bought some stuff from them, but for the most part, I've exchanged goldbacks with them, which was very easy to do. If you want to change from different denominations to different states, whatever you want to do, you bring them in and they give you the same amount that you brought in back, no fee.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, you know. Like you said, you had some bigger ones and you wanted to um, get fractional, I guess you could say. You know, you can't do that with gold. If you go from a large size down to fractional gold, usually you got to pay some type of premium, right?
Well, if you're Kalilo, you don't have to, but
Dubsy says he gone now. He says he feels dirty. He says I'm dirty, like I need a shower now.
oh, Dub C.
Come on, Dub.
Do I have to put him in timeout?
Nah, Dub's all right. He's good.
Nah.
Chris in Virginia says, "Eat me." Well, you know, I can't help it. I don't live in Virginia. I live in the little warmer weather. Seven says
Yeah.
he's in 16, or she's in 16-degree Fahrenheit in the midday sunshine. Yikes.
Yeah, that's cold.
See, you were nice, and we appreciate all the good questions from everybody. That was very nice, and I hope it was informative for everyone.
I'm just I'm reading the chat too. I know you are as well.
Yeah, I was just
Trying to
catching
keep up. After I watched Mishy's video where he said his basic farewells for a little while, I started getting a guilt complex. I was like, damn, man, are we ignoring our chat too much, you know? Or are people going to get pissed off because there was some kind of situation in there? If you want to go see it, go watch Mishy Stacker's video. But yeah, I started getting a little paranoid and I emailed him and, said, hey, it wasn't us, was it? It wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always easy to keep up with chat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Not everybody's Dub C who can keep up with chat, but Dub C's been having some big some big crowds in there, and it gets a little difficult to keep up with those big crowds.
Yeah. Hey, you look like you're doing a 4-9s video over there.
What, these
Stacking out the way you're
these are
stacking them out like that.
these are new. These aren't like coins that I've had for 3 years.
Oh.
I'm only like 6 months.
Oh, I got you.
Dub was struggling last night. You always do good, Dub. I didn't hear any radio announcements, but you were doing good. You had it good. You were doing just fine.
Yeah, it's a little easier, I think, when it's just one person following along, you know. When we have to react to each other and we have a guest, right? So it's difficult to pay attention to what somebody's saying and still read with your right eye. You know what I mean?
Sometimes, I mean, it gets hard because if you and I are on here plus a guest, maybe 2 guests, 3 guests, Monday night, it's sometimes 4 guests. It's hard to read the chat, include the chat, and not interrupt anybody at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think some people get, I mean, some people do get pissed off that we don't, that if you don't acknowledge them, but you all you can do is the best you can do. And like I said, when you have 4 people up on the panel or even 3 and you just don't want to be rude and interrupt people, it gets tough sometimes. And I always try and keep one chat scrolled back so that I can remember to acknowledge whatever somebody said, but then sort of get lost in it too. It happens.
Yep.
It does happen. Yes, Dubsy, thank you for plugging us. I did hear that. That is very, very nice of you. You are an amazing gentleman, if I must say so myself.
Yep, and we appreciate it. So who wants to come up and talk about $103 silver? Anybody? And you know what's funny is like everybody the whole back and forth, what's going to hit 5,000 gold or 100 silver?
My brother
And
texted me that yesterday or the day before, and I think you did. I think you and I were texting about it too. And I know my brother and I were texting about it, and I said gold. I said gold would hit 5K before silver would hit 100,
yeah,
and I was wrong.
Yeah, it did honestly, though, it did kinda look like it was gonna go that way, because gold did get on a nice little run, it broke out, but then silver just, won't be denied.
Silver was just sort of like chilling in the back and just like, hey, it was letting platinum and palladium and gold have a little run, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, excuse me, guys, this is my show.
Yeah,
Um,
it's my turn to shine.
Sort of reminds me of my dogs when they get jealous. It's just like pushes in there and be like, hey, psst, I'm here.
Yeah,
Pang Stockpile says, who's buying today? I know who's buying today. Pang is buying today. Pang was doing a little live, doing a little some bill hunting, bill searching, and said he was going to go to the LCS after that.
nice. Yeah,
Uh,
I wish, I don't know. I thought about going today. I was at the shop yesterday, though. I bought that little piece of baby gold right there. Oh, wait, blue collar bought gold. He's a silver goofy. He's not a gold goofy.
Hey, that's why it's so cold in the southeast is because hell's freezing over because blue collar bought gold.
Blue collar went
In
for a
southeast
20th of
hell.
an ounce of gold. Big
That was nice.
spender.
We had Gator former gold and coins or whatever stop in. That was nice of him to stop in. He's now
Oh,
a
yeah.
crypto channel, no longer gold and silver channel. He's now a crypto channel.
He's a crypto goofy.
He is. He didn't he always rip on Bitcoin and now he's like all about Bitcoin.
Hey, I mean, listen, God bless him. He could change his mind if he wants to, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Littlefoot Silver says 525 BCS. I think that's smaller than a tenth, right? That's
Yeah, this is smaller than a 10th. This is a 20th.
a 1/20th.
Australian nugget, mate. It's a 1999.
212.50 then? Would that be half of the 1/10?
Yeah, it was $250. $2 over melt at the time.
Bad. It's
It's not
fair.
terrible. It's a
Dub
little
C says he'll be helping someone sell a little gold today. I think 2 peso and a 1 gram bar. You're
oh
gonna help
nice.
him sell it? Why don't you just buy it, Dub? I mean, come on.
Well, that's what he's saying, I think.
Oh, is that what that's
Yeah,
his
that's
version of
code for
helping
he's
somebody
buying it
sell it?
from somebody. That's what I think anyway.
Well, he might be interested in the 2 peso. The 1 gram bar, he might not. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
one
think
gram
Dub
bar of gold, nah. It's not my thing, but
think that's what's in Dub C's salt shaker is 1 gram gold bars he just sprinkles on his food.
yeah. Of course I'm kidding about the 1 gram gold bars. I'm saying like I definitely got a few 1 grammers, but not
I have
opposed
a
to them.
few. I have a few. Khalilo, keep an eye on backstage. Khalilo, I think, said he was going to head to his office and possibly hop on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to drop a link, but I don't know what I did with the link. I'm so
I can't.
technologically screwed. I emailed you the link, right? So I'm going through my email and I'm like, oh, didn't I? Oh, wait, you know what I did? I texted it to you as well.
I can drop it. Give me a second.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it because I'm totally inept.
1 second.
Hey, I'm a terrible computer
Hey.
person, but I'm fun to hang around. Terrible computer person. Whoa, what you trying to do, man?
I had to do it on my phone because it was easier for me.
Oh, did you do it?
I got the link. The link is in there now.
All right, I'll pin it. I just
Uh,
actually dropped it as well. So
can you pin it? Do you know I actually know how to pin it?
I think I do.
WC says now it's important to see this person go through the motions. Nice. Is it a younger lad that has to learn? Possibly, maybe
Somebody you can educate.
education. I don't know. Like, man, I'm still now. I understand why Dub C is like so. Um, Not just Dub C, but people that have been stacking for a longer time. When they're so um I don't know how to put. They're not as anxious to go out and buy silver when it's when the price is going up.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I've only been stacking like 2 years, but it's like with the price at even at 70, 60, 50, I was just like, I just don't want to drop that type of money on silver. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
disagree. I didn't think it was gonna be an issue for me, but when I look back at my December and my January, um, bags so far, I'm not impressed. I didn't really
slow
buy
down.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't really buy much, I think I bought, like, in December, maybe 5 or 6 ounces, and, so far in January, not very much more than that.
Well, this whole year for me wasn't a big buying year just because I had more things going on. I had more things come up.
Mm,
Working less because I got lazy and I just didn't have the funds that I had the previous year, which sort of sucks because my stack didn't grow as quick, but I'm okay with that. And I did diversify a little bit. I picked up more gold, I think, this year than the previous year. And of obvious, I know I picked up more platinum. I didn't have any platinum, and now I have more. So
yeah, Chris in Virginia says maybe they have enough. Um, is there such a thing as having enough? That's,
yeah, I
a
don't.
good question because I think somebody brought that up in a video. I wanna say it was Kansas Kid. Felt like he had enough silver and he was gonna concentrate on gold, which that's fine. But I don't know, man. I don't know if there's ever a point where I would come to and say, "Yeah, I got enough." I don't know.
Well, I know you
I
were
guess I'm not
talking.
there yet.
You were running out of room in your vault, so but you just gotta find places to put it.
Yeah, I think, for sure it's getting, the ratio is getting a little bit more reasonable, and I'm sure I'm gonna start trading one of these days. But you know that I sold the 2 kilo bars. I actually sold the 3rd one now too. Unfortunate timing though, I sold it right before it popped $7. That's not the problem. I got a good price for it. I got almost $100 an ounce for it, which is stupid because it was like 90, I think it was 94 or 5 when I sold it. And but the problem is now I'm stuck in fiat and I don't know what to do. Do I overpay for Eagles? Because I with the other 2 kilo bars, I bought these 3 tubes of Eagles and these 5, right?
That
So
was your plan. That was what you wanted to that was your goal, right? Was to
yes.
sort of thin down the herd and sort of
Yeah,
minimize your spread, right?
your diversity, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was it for sure. To try and go through, pick out stuff that, that I could convert into Eagles. That was my goal, convert everything into Eagles because I feel like Eagles are the most liquid. You go into a coin shop, you're gonna get the most you can possibly get out of your silver from an Eagle.
Just sucks like by the time you get those funds, I mean, you can I'm sure you have the funds to carry it and do it now, but um by the time you get those funds, who knows what the hell silver price will be. And which
Yeah,
is funny because you're talking you got a good price for those kilos and whoever bought those from you is like, "Man, by the time I get those kilos in the mail, I'm already going to be up on them." That's
yeah,
what's crazy
they
right
are.
now.
They're already up on them. Yeah,
That's what's crazy right now is like if you order something through the mail, by the time you get it, you could already be in the profit, even with the premiums that you pay on what you're buying. That's what's crazy right now.
yeah. No, it is crazy, but, like, what you said alluding to what you said, I did that. I didn't wait for the money on the first 2. I just funded, the
Yeah.
purchase of those Eagles, and then I'll just back it up and put it back where I took it from. And, because of this exact reason, it's running so far so fast, I figured I better do this change right now today, or I'm gonna end up, not getting 65 ounces, which is what's gonna happen with that second bar, unless I got 2 options. I can either wait for a pullback, 3 options: wait for a pullback, settle for less silver, or put it directly into gold. So I'm not sure what I should do with that, but maybe you guys have some ideas.
Find a three-headed coin and flip it.
If it lands on edge, I'll put it in gold.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Chesapeake Bay Brian says 5K gold on Monday. Yeah, absolutely.
Could very well be. Yeah.
Not financial advice, but I mean, it's what is it? It's $15 off. That's nothing.
Yeah. No, I think it's even less. Oh, is it 15? I don't even know what the spot
Well,
is.
according to what you have on the
Oh,
title
yeah.
of the stream,
That-
it's $15 off.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right. That was the ask price I used because it's closer to 5,000. So
Walter wants to know, so what would be considered a respectable size stack? I don't have an answer for that one. I mean, I don't think there is a right answer for that one because everybody's situation is different. I wouldn't want to put an answer to that.
yeah, well, you don't want to sound pretentious, because you rich guys like Dub C is like, well, I mean, anything under 10,000 is a peasant stack.
Listen, any stack is a good stack.
No, I totally agree with that. And I agree with what you said 100%. To put an answer in for that, everybody's going to have a different answer. Now, you could just say, okay, throw your answer in the chat. What's a respectable stack? What's enough? I don't know. I don't think I've reached enough yet.
There you go. Everybody in the chat, put what you think a respectable stack would be. That's an
All
That's a good question. That's a good question for chat. I'm interested to hear what people's answer to that is.
Well, maybe not.
While they're doing
Maybe.
that, Blue Collar, if you look backstage, I think there's somebody
Oh,
wiping
yeah.
their shoes off to come on in.
Wipe your shoes on the mat when you come in the house. What's up,
Leave
Khalil?
it
Have you ever
out.
heard that Family Guy
Yeah,
routine?
of course I did, man. That's hilarious. Like Will
What?
Smith in his clean rap.
Woo! Yeah, I love that thing. Oh God.
Roadkill says 100 ounces of silver is respectable.
Well, maybe that's what I was going to say. Respectable is not the right question. The right question is, what is your silver stack goal? What is your goal? You don't have to be at it. The goal is what you want. How much silver do you want?
Enough.
Yeah, but is there enough? Because I know you sold all your silver.
Bruh.
Lilo
Yeah.
has none. Well, he
I
does.
have-
He has deep
I mean,
stack.
I have ultra deep stack, but yesterday I even sold some in that, and I like 2 seconds later bought 3 of the Monarch Precious Metals 50-gram bars.
Yep.
I just can't sit with cash, and I can't sit with surface silver right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Lilo, I don't know if I can drop ship from Monarch Metal, but if I could, I would be able to get you a little. Well, I mean, PMs for sale. Never mind. I can't beat PMs for sale.
Yeah, it's all good though. No worries, because I always negotiate them. Like yesterday, I got 3 of them for $175 each with free shipping.
So
did
what is
okay.
that? What
I
is
mean-
that converted from metric to? So that's 1.608 ounces, right?
Mm-hmm.
1.608, 1.608, and then you got them for how much? 175.
$175 each.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not too bad. What is that? Like just a couple of bucks over spot?
Couple bucks, but I always go to Monarch Precious Metals direct to see what they're going for, and I think on the website they were going for like 181, 182, something like that.
Right.
So if I can beat them with shipping, because their shipping is like $15 minimum, $15 and up.
Does Monarch offer free shipping over X amount type deal, or
Maybe if you're like a dealer or something, but you know me, I'm just buying onesie twosies.
right? But I usually most of them are like over 199, but you got to expect that that's going to go up soon.
Mhm.
It's going to be 299 or 399 or 499. And it makes sense though. I mean, you used to be able to I remember we were talking about this when I was ordering in the state of Florida. If you didn't go over $500, you had to pay sales tax, right? I had to
Mhm.
order 4 5-ounce bars and a separate ounce to get me over $500 to avoid the tax. So think about that.
Now it's-
4
now
5-ounce
it's
bars
nothing.
and an ounce to get over $500.
Damn.
I like Chris and Virginia's answer to that question. He says a respectable stack is one that starts to make you feel like you're doing something right.
I like that.
That's a great answer. Great answer.
Yeah,
There's
look at
always somebody
Littlefoot,
who's just a stand-up gentleman with their answers.
Littlefoot says respectable? Question mark. 10,000 demands respect. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Let's see. Walter says 2 to 500. Let's scroll back here. Anybody else? 200
Jamie
ounces.
Frost says more than 2 pieces is a good stack. That's true.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to know how
Will still
angry
says
Dub C
100.
will get if I break this out of the slab.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he get angry. He's okay with that.
What is
What do
it?
you think?
Good morning, Mr. Happy
It's
Stacks.
not
Good
a
morning.
it's not a MS69, but or a 70. It's a 69. So
Is that the high relief?
the high relief, yeah.
Honestly, a 69, I would break it out because you'd be able to see that edge lettering. You lose the edge lettering in the slab.
Yeah, right.
But-
It's like you have to.
Blue Collar says with modern, if it's less than a 70, it's just bullion.
Prove me wrong. I think unless on the maybe a super rare, like I'll give you a good example. I looked up yesterday. A 1988 Silver Eagle in a MS70 is a 900 to 1150, because it's a rare bird, I guess. In a 70, in a 69, $115. It ain't worth no more than a regular Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Dub C's.
69,
Oh, you better not.
break out the 20-ounce framing hammer, start busting it open.
Littlefoot says 250 ounce seems like a seasoned stack to me. 100 seems like it's something to be proud of. 50 is a great start and nice emergency fund. The 1 ounce, you should be commended for knowing what you have. Very good.
Yeah.
Last night on Dub C's live, I'd recommended would come up with some kind of military insignia next to our name so everyone knows what level stacker we are. Creative.
Dub
That's that
C,
speak
he's got to
to
be like
text
at least
shit.
a 3-star general, I would think.
Dub C would be the central bank.
I'm like a petty officer.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet you there's guys with more silver than Dub C or more
Dub would
metal
be like
than
a
Dub
colonel.
C, but I doubt there's anybody with more knowledge.
What's the
combination.
highest colonel, admiral?
I was watching Salivate Metal this morning. I was
Yeah.
trying to fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep, and he popped a video, and I was watching it. He had 100-ounce hard bar, I think it was, and he said he's been stacking since like the mid '90s.
Hmm.
Can you guess what he said the price of silver was when he bought that 100-ounce Ingo hard bar?
$5.
Yeah,
$5.
$4 or $5 spot was back then, I think.
$5. He
Yeah.
said he bought it for $5 for $500.
$500
I
for
was
it.
too young, broke, stupid.
Now
I
that's
was too
over
stupid.
10,000 now.
I wasn't broke. I mean, I wasn't loaded, but I was too stupid. I was doing way too much with way too little back then.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
My side hustle that I had going just went out the window. It went up in smoke, I should say.
Up in
Yeah,
smoke.
So Dub C makes a point. Yeah, it's the example is proof. Like, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I went with this one, because it has the PL and my understanding is that not all of them have the proof like designation, and this is by PCGS, so I figured that was worth something. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
You didn't point that out, so I wouldn't break that one out. But let's look it up on Gray Sheet while we have
Yeah.
the opportunity.
If Thousandaire was here, he'd say break it out so you could see the edge lettering.
That I agree with that to a point, but let's see what the proof like is worth comparatively. So
Can
that
you guys hold it down for a bit? I gotta make a quick phone call.
You got it, buddy. Dub
What is
C
it?
says very
It's an 08 you said, or an
2009 ultra high relief MS69, and I don't know if it makes any difference, but this is like the gold label from PCGS.
I don't think so. Not when
Dub
you're
C
selling it. When
says-
you're buying it, it matters, but not when you're
Right.
selling.
Very scarce, only 1,741 examples, graded 69 PL. Whoa, don't break it out. Okay. 1741 is not bad, given that only 100,000 total were made. My understanding.
Yep, that's
Very
not,
cool.
I'm just trying to see it. Gray sheet. Nah, keep talking, Kalilo. I need.
Yeah, man. So yesterday, PMs for sale, because, like I do, as soon as silver hit 101, I was like, all right, I cannot just stand by and watch people selling it. Not that I have a whole bunch of silver to sell. I think I've said it so many times. I have 0 surface stack. I have 0 mid stack. All the silver that I have is specifically like my ultra deep stack or silver that I have 0 desire to sell. So I so happened to have a couple extra, a few extra $half. So I had like $2 face value, so 4 $half that I just kind of had loose that weren't part of tubes. I grabbed those 4, and then I grabbed it was a 1 ounce reverse proof maple with a dragon privy, and I put that for sale at 110 because it's reverse proof, and I had the dragon privy, and it was BU. So, anyways, I had 2 of those, so I figured, you know what, let me sell one, put it up, sold it. Of course, sold it within 5 minutes. Silver Dragoon was on there. He helped hype up my sale. Oh, and by the way, anyone who sells on PMs for sales, hit me up. I'll make sure to hype your stuff. That's usually what happens. As long as it tends to help out when you have someone to help vet your stuff who's kind of experienced. It helps for people to be confident in buying your stuff. So, anyways, I sold that stuff within like 5 minutes. I scrolled through the PMs for sale, and somebody was selling some of these bad boys. There was 5 of them. 2 of them were sold. 3 were left, so I took the last 3, and so I officially, after I get the next 3, I'll have 16 of these guys, and I'm just 4 away from getting a full kilo of these Monarch Precious Metals 50-gram bars. So that's my
Nice.
hope.
Sweet.
That's 2 Monarch sugar skulls there too, correct? And a Monarch, another Monarch bar next to it.
Yes, sir. The 3 ouncer. Yeah, I love Monarch because, like I said, they're here in my state. They make some really cool stuff. Their premiums hold up just like Scottsdale, so they make really nice stuff.
You just happen to have a nice little Monarch piece right here. Look at that bad boy. You got you one of
Ooh.
these?
Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh, nice. The skeletons. Yeah, man. Everything they make. Oh, and they have the aliens too.
They
Oh
were out
yeah,
of the
I got
aliens
one of
when
the aliens.
When I made the order, that they were out of the aliens.
Dub C says 1,947 graded 70 proof like, total of just 3,708 proof like pieces ever graded by PCGS. Compare that to non proof like total of 19,000. All right, we get it. This will stay slabbed.
I don't know. Pang said if you set it up at 500 yards, he can get it out of there for you.
I mean, if it's gonna be done by Pang,
He'll miss the gold piece altogether. You'll be just fine.
Yeah, just break the case off it.
yeah. Well,
Start confident.
Tony Beggs says Atmix. Yeah, I saw one there like that. What the funny thing is at the time I made this trade, we were at 50 to 1, right? 50 to 1 or so. And yeah, I found several of these, gold pieces for they were about 5,000 or so. But of course, since the little bit of a run up, they've already gone up that fast. I think, what was it, you, Vegas, that you were talking about? You got some kilos that all of a sudden now, by the time you get them, they're already up.
No, that was Blue Collar that sold some kilos.
Yep.
That the guy was already up by the time he got them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That happens to me a lot.
Yeah, I think we're getting spoiled on these on this market. I mean, that's just not normal. But
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's unheard of.
yeah,
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, man, I feel bad for new stackers, new people getting into this,
Mhm.
because they're gonna think this is normal. They're just gonna be like, "Oh, this is easy. I just bought this before I even got it. It's up this much." They're like, "Why haven't I been doing this sooner?" And it's not that way.
Yeah, and
Not
you hear
supposed to
about
be that way.
people mortgaging their houses and stuff. Oh man,
That's what Blue Collar's getting ready to do. He said he's going through the paperwork right now.
Yeah, man.
And the wife's going to get half of that money and then half of his stack, too.
Yeah, I told her she can do whatever she wants with her half. Mine's going into metals.
Dub C. First time in Vegas, I won every 3 or 4th pull on slot machines.
There's my little Monarch stack. I got a little Monarch. What is this? A 2-ounce bar? What is this thing? Oh, I had the one.
That's vintage, man. That 485 bar right there.
And that one.
Yeah, that's a vintage little bar. They don't make those anymore, man. That's awesome, dude. Heck yeah.
What, the Dracula one?
Yeah.
The Dracula one?
Yeah, the Dracula ones. There's a guy on YouTube. I can't remember his name. He's obviously a stacker. He has like the whole collection of those, just the Dracula ones. And he goes through the history of when they first came out and how rare they are, and they're hard to find. And then I started looking for myself, and yeah, he was right. They only make them like once a year or whatever, like different versions, whatever.
I have 3 of them, 2 of them, 2 of them. I think Silverstruck might be who you were talking about. Silverstruck did a thing on his Monarch bars that he has.
Maybe it was Silverstruck. I don't know who it was. I just remember they went through like a history of them. Like, man, I love those. I want them. And then I went to find them, couldn't find them.
Really? I got those this year. But
That's
I know
what's
they
up.
do have like numbers. They have serial numbers on them, and I know they are limited.
Nice.
I have 2. Yeah, I have 2. They come in a little velvet bag and everything. It's pretty cool.
Heck yeah, man.
I got number 471 and 485.
I think I saw Peng in the chat. All right, we're talking about Peng shooting the thing. So here's that tooth, Peng. Here's that 2-ouncer.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
And the homie hooked it up, and not only did he make it a 2 ounce, it's actually over 2 ounces. And I actually have
Wait,
this
you had
that
that poured? You had that poured?
Yeah, I had it commissioned from one of the homies on PMs for sale, and actually this is Peng's. This is for the 1.5 ounce, so I got to get that to you, Peng.
Wait, you had that commissioned off of PMs for sale and not from FG Stacker? You kick them, Blue Collar. You gotta kick them off the stage. Kick him out of here.
That's it. He's out.
Kick him out. He's banned from live streams.
Well, the dude, this is his niche. His niche is the shark's toofuses. So
Yeah,
the teethus.
that's pretty cool.
No
Somebody was
worries.
showing a megalodon tooth. Who the hell was that? Was that Chesapeake Bay Brian?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was, right? He has a
Yeah.
real meg tooth, yeah.
Oh,
That's
JK
huge,
Pioneer says I have them all also.
What's up, JK Pioneer, Invisible Ranch, Matt Wingate? Sorry, I haven't said hi to everybody that's been in here. 7
Dubs.
Stack, Walter,
Walter Thibodeau.
I saw somebody else. Cartier, good to see you as well. That's who I was looking for.
I saw Leilani also.
Oh yeah, Leilani. That's who I wanted to say hello to.
Oh,
too.
by the way, thank you, Leilani, for that very nice review you left me. Thank you.
Leilani is a fellow Vegas resident. Vegasite. Yeah, there you go. Jamie Frost says FG is my idol. FG does amazing work. I happen
Yeah,
to have,
he does.
happen to have.
Look at those pieces right there. Shoot.
Oh, you got the Donatello. Is that Donatello?
That's Raphael.
Raphael. Well,
Raphael.
I don't know turtles. What do I know about turtles?
And I got
What do I know
the
from
Plata Muerte. The Plata Muerte coin.
I know dogs though. Those are pit bulls.
Those are my puppers.
Dub C said Buck at the top. It's okay, JK Pioneer. They were talking about Goldback, so you didn't miss anything.
Sure.
I love how Dubs is not easily emotioned. You know what I mean? He's like so cool, calm, collected, but you could tell that whole segment hit some buttons.
He's like, I'm out. Wait, he's gone? Okay, I'm sticking around. No, that's fine. I mean, it's not for everybody, you know. That's no worries. It's good. I thought about seeing what the coin shop would give me for some gold backs, actually, because I don't know. I mean, I have them, but What am I gonna do with them? Keep them? Keep them, I guess. Yeah, with the price of gold going up.
Yeah,
Invisible River Ranch, just like Lurkin.
that's it.
Man, I could have, I would have bet money that gold would have hit 5K before silver hit 100. Just the way it was acting yesterday.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about this because y'all are way smarter than me, and so I need your opinion.
Whoa,
So the whole
whoa.
so the whole history, right? Well, not the whole, but historically, right? Gold goes up, silver follows, and then at some point, silver outperforms gold. Well, 2024, silver hella outperformed gold. And then they say right after that is when it drops. But all the experts are saying that this is way different, fundamentals, shortages, that it's not going to drop. What do you guys say? Or what say you, gentlemen?
Vegas.
I don't know. I've only been stacking 2 years, so I mean, I don't know like the whole history and all that.
I mean, you just look at a chart, just click 5 years back, and then boom.
You could look at a chart and see it however you want, though. I think like charts you can see stuff that you want to see in there somehow. You know what I mean? To some extent. I'm not like a real professional chart reader. I can look and see patterns and stuff, but I don't think that type of history is what's driving this market right now. Like I know you got the other 2 times it ran up to 50, but I think there was a lot of different things going on then than there are now. And I mean, can you really consider what the Hunt brothers was doing as a run up? It was 2 billionaires manipulating or messing with the market.
Yeah, that was a one-off for sure.
I think right now, I think there's just, excuse me, there's a lot of different factors in play. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, I think the 1980 bull run would have happened either way, whether the Hunt brothers were involved or not. Because believe it or not, there's a Hunt brothers every bull market. Somebody's trying to corner the market. They just don't make the news. Whether it's J.P. Morgan, whether it's a hedge fund, BlackRock, whoever it is, somebody's backstage buying way more than we can afford.
Oh yeah, I mean? Warren Buffett did it. He got busted. Yeah. Told him to sell.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Money attracts money, when things are ripping, somebody's going to try and cash in. That's just the way it is. But as far as this difference between now and 2011, I think the main difference is there's structural deficit in the amount of silver that's mined every year and what's used. So we're reducing the quantity every year, and industrial use is on the rise. We're at 60% industrial use. Where in 2011, I think it was only between 5 and 10% was industrial use. And then, of course, you've got the fact that retail is starting to pile in now. I go in the coin shop, but mostly I still see people selling. You got some people buying, but there's a lot of people still selling. I think it's going to go up. I think it's going to go up a lot higher, actually. The ratio is still only 48-1, 48 and change.
Yeah, that's right.
Most bull runs, most. There's only been a few, but they usually finish between 15 and 30.
So when you talk about the charts, when you look at the charts, look at this year's chart for silver in November. No, wait, I'm sorry. What was it? Yeah, September. It started to run up, and that was right before China was announcing that they were going to start limiting their exports. So I think that's a big factor and a big play in the market.
You okay over there?
He's drinking a lot of coffee to stay awake, and he hasn't had enough water. So here's
what you choking on over there.
I don't know what the hell is something.
Some water. So my whole thing is that again, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but again, and I listen to the experts, right? This is not my theory. but the experts are saying that history doesn't repeat itself. It rhymes, blah blah blah. And almost every time that silver does what it's doing currently, it'll do it, and then it'll come down really fast. But they're obviously saying, or my other thought was, okay, let's say that theory is correct, but we're not there yet, right? Maybe not until it hits 150 or maybe 200. I'm just curious to hear what people think if they're planning for that. And so all that to say, just so I can, finish my point, what I've done, because this is my whole strategy from the jump was to maximize gold, and that's what I've done. Like, I've liquidated a lot. I think in the last 12 months, I've probably gone about maybe 4 to 5 ounces of gold total, and that all was silver at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, if you look at the monthly chart, blue collar, I did from October until now, which is when China announced their whole, not exporting as much silver. Silver has gone up 120% just in that time frame. That's crazy. And the volume has gone nuts. And if you go back even a little bit further, which is if you go back to like September, you figure the word gets out before then, right? So if you go back to September until now, that puts it up 157%.
Okay.
157, 158. So I just think the whole China news is playing a factor in this right now, and the whole shortage. They're talking about we're going in the 6th year of shortage. I think the commercial is catching on too. You see it in more and more headlines right now. The more and more it goes up, the more and more people hear about it. Even my wife asked me. My wife follows nothing to do with precious metals whatsoever, and she even said, she's like, gold's at an all-time, or silver's at an all-time high. She's like, it's going crazy. I'm like, I know.
That means that it's on the TikTok.
I'm like, where did you hear this at? She's like, well, it came up in my YouTube feed or my Facebook feed. And I'm like, what the hell? And then she's in the same business I'm in, of course, in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she had a kid that was playing on her table one night, and he liked this. Some of the tables have $50 on them. They're newer $50 for whatever. And the kid said he liked them, and she's like, those aren't silver, right? He's like, I know, but silver is going way up right now. So it's getting more and more mainstream that people are hearing about it. And the more people hear about it, the more it just drives that whole, the
FOMO.
local markets up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the stackers that are making the prices go up, but it still affects it to some extent. Very, very minute, but it does.
So how much longer do you guys think until we hit the FOMO? Like when it's like official FOMO, 150, 180?
I think we're already there.
Really?
No, I don't think we're there yet.
I don't think so
it's
either.
part of FOMO?
No,
I think it's starting. I think there's little pockets, but we're kind of in a bubble, right? Because of what we do and just who we are. But if you ask just like the regular NPCs, they.
I think another factor is the whole.
Let me see if I can get OJ on the phone. We'll get him on the phone, and I'll say, "Hey, are we in FOMO yet? What do you think?"
Yeah, hey, that's a good question for a coin shop for sure.
Let me see if he picks up. Hold on.
Yeah, because think about it, and let me be devil's advocate again. So, we're in a little bit of a bubble, right? This is our world. We, our feed on YouTube, whatever, the things that we do, we look at charts, blah blah blah. Like that's just the world that we live in. That's kind of our circle. But and not that I know many people outside that circle, but there's a lot of people who are just again regular day-to-days. They have all the debt. They do all the social media nonsense. They're super brainwashed. So there's people out there and they still nothing to do with gold and silver. They've seen it on like gold is high, blah blah blah, but it's not the FOMO yet. When I say FOMO, I'm talking like, hey, I heard that I need to get it because when Bitcoin, blah blah blah. I don't think we're there yet to that point, to that level.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think we're there yet because just based on what I see in the coin shop, most of the people there are selling. There's a couple people buying, and I'm sure there's more than I'm taking a very small cross section, but I know every week he still goes down to the wholesaler and he dumps every week. So that means he's buying more than he's selling.
Okay, so a question for you, Blue Collar. The last time you were at the fun show, not this year, compare the previous year of the fun show to this year of the fun show. Were there more people? Were there more people? You said they were running out on Saturday, but as of last year, they weren't running out early, correct?
Well, I'm trying to say it's hard for me to compare because last year I was there Thursday and Saturday. This year I didn't go until Saturday. So, but yes, by the time I got there were a lot of empty tables. A lot of vendors had split. There was the cases were getting bare, and then by Saturday afternoon, I think it was maybe down to like 20% of vendors still there. So yeah, a lot of people did split, no doubt about it. And from what I understand, everybody I asked, they said, yeah, we had a great show, best year ever. So yeah, that would indicate this, but that could just be coin people that are just getting in on it. I mean, there is a certain amount of noobs in there, but that could just be dealers, and there was several whatnot sellers there, and like I had never seen that before.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
So I think it's just coin people are turned up about it too. Coin people, bullion people, stackers. What I mean.
It's true.
So I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say really, but I think let's put it this way. I think it's got to go. You got to go in order to be considered FOMO. It's got to be a lot more of a fever pitch. A lot more of a rush where people are waiting outside the door at the coin shop to get in there and buy whatever he's got, and he doesn't have to go to the wholesaler.
Yeah.
Or he does have to go to the wholesaler, but he's going there to pick up, not to drop off. Then you're in FOMO.
Well, the metal, they're backed up on their silver selling, so I don't know. And I found that interesting. Like their price sheet, the silver they have. I sent you a screenshot a little bit. Oh no, just the prices for what you asked for. Yeah. But like most of their silver stuff is, as far as buying from them, it's 2-3 week delay. But I don't know, like that's just their price sheet. I'm sure if you call them, I'm sure you can get whatever they have. So I mean, I'm not sure how reliable or whatever that price sheet is.
Yeah. So
I don't use them enough. So
I pushed the button to stream off my channel too, and Old Silver, my love over there, said no FOMO yet. As soon as the news grabs hold of it and strangers are experts, then we will be in FOMO. My cousin called yesterday and wanted advice on silver. Then he started telling me about silver. Oh,
see, I mean,
interesting.
It might not be FOMO yet, but it's definitely hitting the mainstream.
Starting. Yeah.
It's hitting the mainstream more because like Blue Collar, you were even sending me clips from like news articles, and not news articles, but videos and stuff, right? From not too long ago, like a week or two ago, from like news channels and stuff that we're talking about.
Oh yes. Yeah. Bloom, what is it? The mayor. Bloomberg News, and I think it was CNBC, both had highlighted the metals market, which you don't really see. CNBC could care less about metals. They mention it and it's on their little ticker, but it's just nobody cares about it.
Matt Wingate says, sorry, was just on a phone call with a longtime friend claiming he should have listened to me and bought silver, regretting he didn't listen. See,
whoa.
the word's getting out there. I mean,
For
it
sure.
might not quite be FOMO yet, but I think it's definitely hitting more and more mainstream. It's hitting more commercial type market, I guess you could call it. So it makes people more interested. Um, I don't know. It's just it would be interesting to hear like from like a coin shop and see what they say, because of course like the online coin shops, the YouTuber coin shops, they always say people are buying and people are selling. They say it's 50-50. They say, all that, but
Hmm.
who knows what it really is.
Yeah, Rudy Velo says the refiner only wants 999. I was watching Kusha Collectibles. I really like those guys. They just opened up a shop, and already their refiner isn't accepting anything but 999. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, that's
Well,
because most of them, and the biggest one is, if I'm not mistaken, is Elemental. And yes, they're actually not accepting 40%, 90%, 1 ounce bars, 5 ounce bars, odd weight bars, and odd weight rounds.
right. And where do you think all that metal's going? That 999.
Comex,
Right,
LBMA.
exactly. They're melting it into 1,000-ounce bars, and the Comex is
Mhm.
like, we need everything you got and then some. Send it. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And they're like, we don't need your 90%. Hold on to the 90% because it
Mhm.
takes too long to refine. We got to just burn all the 999, you know?
Yeah,
I don't
remember
understand why they wouldn't want like 1 ounce, 5 ounce, and odd weight bars, because they have to. Would it because they have to verify it more?
Yeah, probably. They probably have to do a little bit more time assaying it and, figuring out if it's real, testing it, whatever.
I wonder
But
if
yeah, that's a
it's.
good question, though.
I think I heard someone say that they're just trying to slow things down as much as possible for whatever reason. But
I
I
don't know,
don't know
man.
what
When
that
I'm
means.
making money, I try and speed things up.
I mean,
Well,
shoot.
they only have. They're no different than you. Like, I mean, they are different than you, but like they have storage problems too. If they have to store all that somewhere,
Yeah. Well,
and
no, I
their
have this.
facilities and their refining equipment isn't designed, isn't manufactured, isn't made to keep up with all of it that's coming in so fast, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silver
Yeah,
Dragoon makes a fair
I
point.
just figure, like, I don't know if they already run 3 shifts, but I'd be running 3 shifts 7 days a week, melting
Well, I mean,
stuff and sending it out.
I'm sure they're doing everything they can to get through it, but
Yeah.
you can only do so much at a certain point.
Hmm.
Right.
I mean, look at Vermilion. Vermilion's talking about taking 10,000 ounces there, and that's just him.
Yeah,
That's just
he
him,
had
and
some
that's
stuff
just.
that he had accumulated, though. He was holding on to. I mean,
But
but yeah,
the
you're
other
right.
coin
These
shops
are
are doing
one
the same
shot.
thing, though. You know what I mean? The other coin shops that have been sitting on thousands of ounces for a long time too are going to ship it now too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, eh, I don't know. And you look at OJ. OJ's dropping how much every week?
I mean, specifically, I don't know, but I know the 1 week he told me that he was bringing 200K worth down.
Yeah, and I mean that's
To
no,
me,
that's
that
not.
sounds like a lot of money, but right now, that's about 2,000 ounces. That doesn't sound
It's
like a
only about what,
tremendous
like
amount.
10 monster boxes or what?
Yeah, but that was a
No,
couple
no.
months ago, right? I mean, that wasn't.
Yeah, that was a few months back. Yeah, that was probably in November.
So that was in the 60s. So that's
Yeah.
that's still a lot of silver, a lot of metal to mess with.
Yeah, about 3,500 ounces. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean, the refinery, they're still taking gold. They have no restriction on gold. They have no restriction on platinum.
Right.
It's just silver that they're overloaded on.
Yeah, but you could fit the amount of platinum they bring in probably in a suitcase every
Oh, I'm
month.
sure, yeah.
You know,
So they talk a lot about all the silver. Are they just like give us all the gold? They don't care. Like gold is gold. They're good with that.
Yeah, they have no restrictions on gold or platinum. You can take however much gold, however much platinum you want.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's easier. It's easier to store. It's not. You don't have to
Not
worry
taking up
about
any
it.
floor space. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
I mean, look at
I mean,
this.
silver, you need a forklift and a dump truck to move it around in there. You know what I mean?
This is my, you know, probably 3 years worth of silver in here, and it's just gold now.
yeah. Dub C says, isn't that odd that silver has a huge deficit, but refineries are refusing to buy and process it? They just can't keep up, I think. You know, I mean, I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. They're not refusing to buy and process it. They're at full capacity on 999. If you're talking about 90%, that's a totally different animal. That to me indicates there is a problem keeping up because they don't have time to mess with 90%. They just want
And
all the other stuff. Just keep the
wasn't
bars
there
going out the door.
wasn't there a whole thing about the chemicals to refine and that being a problem too, or was that just made up?
No, I did. I heard something about that, but I don't know the whole truth about it. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing I wanted to ask Jeff when he was in here because he said that he used to work at the Comex, right? So I don't know if he has any friends maybe that still work there, if he's heard anything, you know, backroom type talk. It would have been nice to ask him that, but I forgot about it.
And Invisible River Ranch says they make more on 999.
Well, why would they make more on 999 that when they're paying $10 back on 90%, you know? Well, actually $10 back is 10% now. So I guess that about makes sense, right?
What is let me see. I think their weekend sheet they sent out. Yeah, they're at 10 back. They were back to like 7 and 5 back, but now it's 10 back.
On what? On 999?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
generic.
yeah.
And
And
I
I
mean,
know I told the other day, OJ, he gave me his prices. He was $2 back on Eagles. And what was he? Do you remember if it was 4 or 5? I think it was 4 back on generic and 2 back, and maybe it was 4 on foreign gov and 5 on generic. I don't remember. But it was somewhere in that range. It wasn't that bad.
see, I know the price sheet I get is obviously different than what coin shops are that like do
Yeah.
high volume with these places. But even when I had the price sheet at $15 back, that's what Vermilion was saying too. So, and Vermilion was saying that they were limiting what he could take them. You know, they weren't saying bring in your, you know, they were saying a maximum of this much or this much, you know, X amount. So, I mean, it's interesting times we're in for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure Dub C's never seen it like this neither. And
He has
if
his
I
own
recall,
refinery in his backyard.
still have to go through, I suspect, Dub C says, I suspect refineries still have to go through the process of refining 999 silver before creating 1K ounce bars. I mean, there probably has to be some process to it. Cartier Silver says no refining cost, just melt it into larger bars. I mean, I'm sure there has to be some type of process because there's still some impurities in it from being handled and right. You know what I mean? There's
No. Not if they're melting 999's fine. Nothing's jumping in there while they're melting it unless they get some contamination, like if they get some 90% or a fake in there.
I mean, look at those bars you had out, those Kazoo bars you had.
Yeah.
You know, there's contamination in that, right?
You talking about the brown layer on the outside of it?
Yeah.
That's just oxidation.
Well, you still have to get that out of there. So I mean, like, there has to be some type.
Pretty sure that burns off though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that
yeah,
just
you're probably
burns
right.
off with the heat.
You're probably right.
Because that's just what is the process where oxygen and silver? What does it make? What is that?
Oxidize? Or no?
Oh well, yeah, it's oxidation. But what is it like? Silver oxide? How does it change? What's the layer? What's the brown layer? What, you know what I mean? The tarnish, if you will, or what they call toning. What is the chemical change that makes that happen? It's not going to affect the purity of the piece. It's a paper thin layer, not even paper.
Yeah,
It's
you're probably
micro
right.
thin.
Yeah, Rudy says oxidation burns into silver sulfate,
Yeah,
silver
silver
oxide.
oxide. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Silver oxide.
That's the oxygen and the silver reacting, and it puts a layer of silver oxide, like that's the brown toning / tarnish, if you will.
She says he was talking about the risk of fakes or less than 999 silver. Yeah, that's true. I mean, imagine they have to like test it. There has to be some way they can, that they have to test it. They can't just keep chucking stuff in a big crucible or whatever,
You would think any reputable coin shop, though, is testing their stuff before they pay for it, or else they're just playing Russian roulette.
I mean, you would think.
Especially at $103 an ounce, you better be testing every ounce. As far as I'm concerned, if I'm the owner of that shop and somebody buys a fake, they're probably going down the road. I'm just being honest. I don't think I would employ somebody that bought an ounce of fake silver.
Well, look how many times Littlefoot had gotten sold.
Yeah, I know, but how do you know Littlefoot's shop is not corrupt? That guy might be corrupt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might be, but there's corrupt people out there that are selling it. You don't think corruption is going to sell to these refiners? It'd be crazy if they did, but hell, you never know.
That can only happen once or twice, and then the refiner is going to cut you off. Because
they're testing. The refiner has to catch it first. They have to test it in order to catch it first.
Right. They probably have a processing room where everything you bring in goes into the processing room, and they test everything and then throw it into the bin that it goes into, dump it in the crucible, and melt it up.
Man, how cool would that be to go through?
That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
To take a tour of one of those facilities.
Yeah. I wonder how much stuff you could suitcase and get out the door with.
Absolutely none.
Put it in your prison wallet.
I bet them things are. You go through a metal detector in and out of that place. I guarantee it.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll be like, "Okay, hold on, here we go."
My dealer's been fired 3 times last year.
Why is your butthole beeping?
Again? That's 3 times this week.
How shiny you are. Man, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy times.
Yeah.
I swear watching like Yankee Stacking and his coin dealer Tim said if silver hit $100, he'd be out of business.
Yeah, he said it, and then now he's saying 200.
Oh yeah, I'm not even subscribed. I don't even watch him anymore. Is that what he said? He said it now 200.
Yeah.
I don't see why people think that they would be out of business if the silver price goes up. Why would that put you out of business? I mean, I can see how it would strain your cash flow.
I just think he's very old school.
He's trying to say like there'd be a line out the door. He wouldn't be able to keep up, this and that. Well, I bet he's making money hand over fist right now. So I bet he ain't sweating shit.
Yeah. Well, look, if you just look at it as a percentage basis, right? If you make 2% or 3% or 4% on the sale of a gold coin, you're making way more at 4,800 or 4,900 than you were at 2,000. I mean,
well,
for gold. I mean, same goes for silver.
Is Dub C still in the chat?
What?
What's that?
Is Dub C still in the chat?
Yeah.
Because if we're Tim bashing, my feelings, because he's like, I'm still salty that he's still like he's still a punk against Mexican silver. You know what I mean? He like talks smack about it.
Tim doesn't like Mexican silver.
Yeah, man. Every time this comes up, the 50 pesos, he's like, well, if you want these, and then he rolls his eyes. So like, man, hater.
He's just old school.
You see what Rudy's saying? He thinks they shred the 999 and then they conveyor belt scan it. But I would think they'd want to catch it before it gets mixed in. It's like you don't want to contaminate everything. You'd want to test every piece before it goes in the bin to get melted. But I know I don't know. I don't have any insight into that. I'm just saying. I mean, it seems logical.
I'm sure they're not busy. I'm gonna email them and see if we can get a tour. I'm sure they'll let us right in. They're like, wait, how many subscribers you got? 1,600? Yeah, come on in, blue collar. Let's show you
They're gonna
everything.
let us right on in and then
Yeah.
sponsor
Come on
you.
in.
No, just go in there and say, I don't know if you ever heard of me. I'm Yankee Stacking. You know what I'm saying? I got like 250,000
Dude, that'd be
subscribers.
hilarious.
Yeah, just log on to my thing. My buddy Tim, he's my coin shop. Okay, yeah, film it and then be like, sucker.
Sucker.
Yeah, how would they know any different? They don't share.
They wouldn't.
Nobody's seen his face, right? Supposedly.
I'd be like, hey, I'm Silver Dragons. You can win a monster box.
Silver Dragons here.
I'm
Did I get it?
Dragons. Can I see your monster box?
Did I get the voice right? Did I get it?
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
Good Lord.
That's
Maybe-
awesome.
If
You know
one of
what?
those guys who's listening right now, they'd be like, those some bitches.
Yeah, they're
like,
listening. They're
crush
one of
you
the
with my
27
chat.
people. They're one of the 25 people watching.
Yeah. Every time
Yeah,
they do a
34
live, it's like
34
30,000 people watching.
Oh, I know. You know who gets a international stacker? I saw the other day he had 2,600 in there.
Yeah. I
met
mean,
him
imagine
at the
keeping up
fun
with that
show.
chat.
I met international at the fun show.
Really?
Yeah,
Isn't he the one that I said he keeps raiding people? He raided Gator yesterday.
No way.
Nice.
I got to email him because he told me to email him. He was going to send me a swag pack because I gave him one of my swag packs. He's like, dude, I ran out. He goes, email me. I'll mail it to you. He seemed like a real nice guy.
Heck with a swag pack. Get him to raid a Monday night.
Yeah, I'll do that. Hell yeah, dude. I'll put it in the email. I got no shame.
Yeah.
That's what's
no
up.
shaming. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because I don't know if I told this story, but I showed up at the show and I was meeting Fish. So I call him. I'm like, he picks up and I was like, dude, where are you? He goes, I'm on the end in row 900. And I was like, 900? That's where I am. I turn around. He was literally 8 feet from me. He was like right there next to me. I didn't even see him.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And he was at that time. That's when he was talking to International and he introduced me. So I gave him my swag pack and he was all out of his Crustacean Nation hats, he said. So he told me he was going to send me a hat. We'll see.
That's what's up. But then he's gonna see us talking smack about his homie Silver Dragon. He's gonna be like, nah.
Wait, is that his homie?
Well,
Oh yeah, they're buddies. They're buddies. They're like buddies, bro.
Oh wait,
they are buddies.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
actually,
that.
I believe it was International Stacker that got Silver Dragons into doing the content.
Oh, okay. But listen, it doesn't mean you can't make fun of him.
Nobody's
See, and that's true.
I make fun of Dub C for Christ's sake.
Nobody's untouchable, okay? They can make fun of us if they want to too. I'm sure they'll get right on that one.
Hey, anybody wants to make fun of me, have at it.
Canna Stacker says he's doing big giveaways right now too. Yeah, he's always doing giveaways, right?
Yeah, I think I said it once. I got a free 1 ounce bar from Yankee in one of his giveaways.
No, International Stacker does like big giveaways.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, like kilos. The guy gave away
kilos, bro. Kilos.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. He told me his secret, but I don't know if I can share it.
That's his secret right there. You give away kilos.
No. He told me his secret.
See, Blue Collar, you go selling your kilos on Pure Metals. You could have been giving them away, and you could have had 50,000 subscribers by now.
I know. I blew it.
All you had to do is give away a couple kilos.
Blew my opportunity. Lost. Damn it.
I mean, but do you really want to be that big? I mean, all the responsibility, the spotlight, attention, all the potential. What is it? What do they call that? SWAT. What's that called? When you get swatted.
Oh, like doxed.
Let me think. Yes,
doxed.
Yes,
swatted.
If I don't have to work and I can do that instead, I'm in.
Honestly, before I would agree to that, I would rather blow up on Pure Metals, man. I got to be honest. I'd rather sell stuff.
There you go.
You've already blown up on peer medals. What are you talking about?
Come on, I'm only like number 4.
Only.
Jackass. Only number. Yeah, you sound like Dub C. I only sold 300 ounces of silver and 40 ounces of gold.
I know. I'm telling you, man. When Dub C makes moves, the GDP of the U.S. is shifted.
Yeah.
I want to see. You know what? I'm calling Elemental on Monday.
Whoa, Silver Dragoon
Uh-oh.
says I've had it all happen to me: death threats, harassment, etc. Yeah, that was my whole thing, and that's why I'm super private, right? I don't do social media, like I'm super, super, super private, and so to do this stuff, content, it took like a big leap of faith.
Now, Dragoons, listen to me. Dragoon. That was with the gaming community, if I'm not mistaken. That's a different group of people, man.
Bunch
You
of
know?
little nerds.
No, I
One
don't think
slip
it's
up and
I
they
don't
sue
think it's
your ass.
nerds.
Yep.
I think it's just a totally different subset of people, if you ask me. I would think stackers in general are more conservative, more
Even keel for the most part.
even keel, less nuts. Well, then again, you got preppers. They could be
Yeah, but
Blue
but
collar,
we're not.
I'm sorry, dude.
We're not going to prison in the Philippines like Batali. We're not doing that kind of nonsense.
No.
Blue collar, I believe you and I believe I've gotten a threatening email before.
I definitely did. And I sent it right back to him though. I mean, I never heard word one after that, but
I ignored it. I didn't want to get in.
I didn't ignore it. I answered it. I know it probably never got back to him because it was probably some bullshit email, but
Yeah.
he
I haven't
definitely
seen him since then either, though, really. So whatever.
I have.
In other chats?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not gonna say
I mean,
who.
I just don't want to. It ain't worth it. Littlefoot says you're number 4 on peer, but number 1 in our hearts, blue collar.
Oh, thanks,
snap! Get a room,
Littlefoot. Oh, thanks.
Get a
I love
challenge.
you, man. Love you, man. Thank you.
Silver Dragoon says he has friends in the FBI, DHS, etc. is squashed quickly. There you go.
Yeah, I got a buddy that's way up there in Homeland Security. I could probably make somebody's life miserable if I wanted to.
Yeah, same here, Silver Dragoon. Same here.
And
That's why
in
I'm just
Minneapolis?
I'm not too worried, but it's just the hassle. You know what I mean? Like my number one goal is always peace. That's it. Peace and just chilling, trying to just, just trying to cruise into retirement. That's all I'm trying to do right now.
Littlefoot says his brother-in-law is his backup. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
I just got the 3
I'm
of
with
us
you,
over here,
Khalil.
man.
I don't want any drama in my life.
Yeah, same here, man. I did all that in my 20s, man. I went harder than paint in my 20s and then a little in my 30s. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys get a bunch of junk calls from like loan originators? Oh, this is Victoria from the loan center. Your $73,000 credit line is ready whenever you want it. Do you guys get that shit?
Phone.
I get that all day long, dude.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't answer my phone.
I don't answer it either, but it's like I got voicemails coming out my booty hole.
I got one that they keep trying to like in my wife's name, and I'm like, this ain't even her number. So obviously, I don't know what the hell she filled out with my number on it, but
Yeah, no, I block everything. I do monthly scrubs. So just like there's monthly preps, check your preps, blah blah blah. I do monthly online scrubs, and I go and anytime I see anything having to do with my name, I go and delete it. I demand they remove it. I have like on Google, my house is blurred out. Like dude, I don't want a footprint, and so again, which is why doing content is like,
more like. I swear, the more emails I go and I get off their email list, I get like 8 new emails from somewhere else.
Yeah, that email list is a scam anyway.
So I don't even bother with
it. I block every phony call that I get.
Oh,
It
snap.
doesn't matter. They just spoof the numbers anyway.
We got a fun request in the chat by Jamie Frost. Just for a bit of fun for us Brits, can you do an English accent? Sure, mate. Or is that Australian?
No, yeah, That
That was a little Australian.
yeah, I would think so. We
Oh.
always see if the Brits can do American accents.
They're better at American accents than.
Oh, here we go.
than
Here we
I
go.
am.
Oi, 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 mate. Oi, oi, mate.
Boy, boy.
No, that's Australian.
My bad.
I'm going to a
I don't know.
bonnet
I
sale.
can't do it when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a bonnet sale.
Oh, here we
Well,
go. Okay, here's the one that makes my wife
I'm gonna
laugh
get
all the
my
time.
wing fixed.
Harry
What?
Potter in the laboratory? It's fucking hilarious.
I got an L in my pocket, mate.
Harry Potter in the laboratory?
I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't. I won't even embarrass myself to attempt
Yeah.
it.
Oh
My
God.
my daughter can hold in character as a British accent, Australian. Like she would walk into a store or a restaurant and just be a Brit, and just see
What's
if she
funny
can
is,
fool
like,
people.
One of
Hello, mate.
my go-to YouTube channels he does on Sundays now is the guy from the UK who fixes cars, and I'll watch it. And my wife just like, what the hell did he just say?
Like she'll order her food and she'll be like, you know, if you want a baked potato, she'll be like, can I have jacket potato, please?
A baked
A
potato,
jacket potato.
a jacket
Some
potato,
water.
Jacket
Drink some
potato.
water in my Bugatti.
fish and
No,
chip.
she goes into full character mode, man. It's freaking funny.
Littlefoot says he can speak exactly like a redneck.
Get her done.
You're done. If you introduce your wife and your sister, and there's only one woman standing beside you, you might be a redneck.
Wait,
My
did I
name
ever
is-
tell you guys my egg roll recipe?
Hey, honey.
You push it? You push it?
You push it.
Oh,
I had
School,
Khalil all
man.
sorts of confused the other night. I'm like, if you know how to make an
Bro.
egg roll, and I said you could push it, and he couldn't figure it out.
I was like, what in the heck are you talking about? You having a stroke? Do you smell toast? I was so worried about you, man.
He thought I was on shrooms at work or something.
yeah.
I was like, you must be having the good.
If your daughter and granddaughter are both Gen Z, you might be a redneck.
Why are you whining, dude? Huh?
Jamie, I'm very competitive. I don't like taking L's. So I'll admit, I don't go around practicing doing British accents, but I can do the Speedy Gonzalez one.
Oh,
I can't do a libertad.
Now I can do it because I'm
accent.
Mexican, but y'all can't do it. Just kidding.
hold on. We got Khalilo on, right? Give us a clinic on how to pronounce libertad.
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 Blue collar, you have it down pat. I can't even
Libertad.
begin to attempt it.
Libertad.
Libertad.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, blue collar's in Florida, so that's like, you got the Cuban accent in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
no, Cuban is not
mofongo.
Mexican, dude. Cuban and Mexican ain't the same.
Ways, yeah. I mean, you got Cuban, you got what over there? You got Puerto Rican,
Oh, Puerto Rican, yeah.
you got Dominicans.
We got more accents. Well, no, we probably don't have more accents there than we do here.
He's got the plátano, y mofongo.
I got more Asian accents in this city than at least where I go.
Yeah, Asian I don't usually hear unless I go to the Chinese restaurant.
That's at work. That's what the accent I hear all the time.
Yeah, but my
That's what's up.
Chinese restaurant guy, I'm like, oh, how much? He goes, $22, dude. He sounds like a surfer.
That's what's up.
Well, here in the back of the
$22,
Chinese
dude.
restaurants, it's Mexican cooks. You hear like Spanish music in the back. Actually, that's every restaurant. You go to the Italian restaurant, any restaurant, it's that way.
Yeah.
Cubans talk loud and fast. I'm married to one.
Oh yeah, no
They
doubt.
do.
Yeah.
I work with a couple.
Don't
and
piss
they
them
have-
off.
I work with a couple, and they are very loud and very fast.
With who? Say it again.
Cuban.
Oh, Cubano.
Hey, it's that Cuban coffee, dude. Have you ever tried that shit?
It's delicious.
My
Never
brother
heard
seen the
about it.
little cup and he was like, "Come on, man, give me a real cup." He felt like
Give
he
me
was
a
on
man's
cocaine
cup.
for 3 days. He was awake for 3.5 days. He's like, dude, I feel like I've been smoking crack for a week.
Still coming down a week later.
Oh my God. Cuban coffee. There was right next to the Home Depot. This was a job we were doing down in Lauderdale, I think. And right next to the Home Depot, there was like a little trailer that parked there that sold Cuban coffee. Holy crap.
What
Had a
the?
heart attack.
Jamie Frost, I'm out. Jamie Frost says, okay, guys. So the British accent was okay.
Yes.
I live in Japan, so try this.
All right, this one I can definitely do. Oh man, I know I'm gonna offend some people. Never mind.
Hey,
Never
bring
mind.
it. Offend who? The more people you offend, the better it is.
Otanjabi. There you go.
Wow, that's like a
Whoever just
Godzilla
did that
movie,
one was
dude.
perfect. My wife is good at picking up other languages. I can't do shit.
Yeah, I
We
can't.
were
do
in Mexico, and the guy was driving us from the airport to the hotel, and she started speaking Spanish to him. And if you can picture this, my wife is a Filipino lady who looks young for her age because she's Asian, and she starts speaking to this guy in Spanish, and he about wrecked the freaking SUV because he couldn't believe. He's like, "You speak Spanish better than me."
That's what's up.
I was like, "Holy shit!" He almost wrecked.
That's funny. So, do you know any Spanish, Vegas?
Poquito.
No,
I
don't
know
tell us
very,
about
very
your Packer.
little.
Just tell. Do you know any Spanish?
Very little.
Oh,
Me bañé,
So-
no vuelo
he
feo.
missed my Packer joke.
I did miss it.
I said, don't tell us about your Packer. Tell us if you know Spanish. No, I thought it was funny.
That was funny. That was good. That was a good one. I did miss that one. You're right.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Oh man.
I'm not canceled yet.
I was gonna
Jamie
say
Frost,
the last
do you
time I
have-
heard the word Pecker was Littlefoot commented the other day in that video, that one I did with Little Nicky punching himself in the nuts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. That is rough. If you sold,
If
and
you
I know
traded your silver.
you aimed that one at a couple people too. That was rough. If you sold your silver at $80 or $70 or $90, and now it's 103.
Hey, but mine went into gold.
I don't know if I aimed it at anybody specifically, but I just said if you sold your silver too soon and now watching it go to 103, this is probably what you want to do is punch yourself in the nuts 4 times.
Well, I think that's what Gator's been doing since he sold it, right?
Punching himself in the nuts?
Yeah.
Oh man. Nah, I'm not making fun of anybody. I'd be making fun of myself if I did it, you know.
I will admit there's a lot of silver I absolutely miss, but man, having this bad boy and it's heavy now, whew, you know,
All right,
not wrong.
come on, dump that thing out. I'm gonna freaking make you big size here.
I'm not attached to any. I'm attached to very few pieces of silver anymore.
We're
I know
gonna see
people
the
say
full
like they
gold
like to look
stack
at
now.
it and shit. And I have some on my desk, and I've looked at it too much already. I don't know. I'm ready to.
All right,
to
here it comes.
Dump it
Here
all.
it comes. Full gold stack. Kalilo, full gold stack.
Well, most of it. Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's got a lot of plastic in there.
a lot of plastic.
Oh, how do you say plastic in Spanish?
Plastico.
Plastico. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Take
Plastico,
Littlefoot's
hermano.
comment off of there. Why do you keep putting comments up there? Get that comment out of the way. Get in the way. There you go. No offense, Littlefoot. Look at them.
Kalilo.
Get the dragons
Look at
over
them
there.
snakes. I see snakes there.
These are the dragons.
Oh, dragons. I'm
dragoons.
sorry. So what's
Yeah.
that? The 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, 10th ounce?
Yep, you got it.
Very nice. Awesome.
And then a bunch of 50 pesos, centenarios. And then, oh my gosh, this beauty, of course.
Oh yeah.
And then this guy right here, this is vintage gold. I never thought I'd have vintage gold, but I do.
You know, it's funny. All gold is vintage, isn't it? It's all like millions of years old.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That,
Yeah.
that,
Right?
that's
It's
a
all
good,
vintage. It
good
all came
point.
out of the ground. It all formed like 1 billion years ago.
That's a good point. Just like the oil you put in your car.
Right. What do we got? What do we
What
got
the hell?
inside there?
Greg?
What is that?
Greg says shop
Vacuum
here,
sealed.
buy at $65 with spot at 100. What?
Wait, what?
Greg, where are you at?
Just kidding.
Oh, very nice.
That's most of my gold. What else you got?
Nice.
Oh, got this guy right here.
Sweet.
Lithic piece.
Nice. So what it looks like to me, I'm just doing a rough calculation, about 14 and a half ounces.
Here, I'm not sure how much is here, but I know that overall, I think I'm at, as of today with this one, I'm at about 24 ounces.
Oh, look at you, baller.
Nice.
Nice.
That was the
Wow,
goal.
That's a hell of a stack, dude.
I think that'd pay off my house.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Yeah,
Shoot.
that would pay off my house 5 times.
Wait, what do you say? 24 ounces? I gotta calculate this.
Calculate that. That's well, do the rough 5,000. That's around 120 grand.
Yeah, I would even have some change left over.
Oh, I'd have a lot of change.
Yeah, same here. A lot of change.
Do you ever consider
never-
that? Do you ever think like maybe I should sell 50 grand worth of metal and pay off my house?
So I made a deal. If and when the day comes that gold hits 10, I will.
Right. Who'd you make the deal with though? The devil or
Myself.
your wife? Oh,
Myself and my wife. I'm like, at 5K, it's so tempting, but I'm like, nah, because at this point, you know, my interest rate is what, 2.75. I only owe about 80K. I mean, come on, I can pay
I
that
would
off
never
in no
do that.
time.
You
Yeah.
if gold went to 10,000, you sold enough gold to pay off your house, and then gold went to like 25,000, you'd be the one punching yourself in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
No,
saying?
at this point,
Nah, I would never do that.
yeah, at this point, based on my current strategy to early retirement, because I plan to retire at about 50 so that we can move to the Philippines. So just based on where I'm at, my house will be paid off in like the next 5 years. So,
Well, you could retire now with that in the Philippines and you'd be all set.
yeah, but you know, I have a, what's it called? A pension. And so I want to, like, I actually get a pension working for the
Yeah.
government. And so I need to put a little bit more time in.
Yeah.
Pension. I don't know what that is. What's a pension? What's that mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I know.
obsolete. And I work for one of the few places that still has a pension in our state. So
Nice.
Gavin Gruesome.
no, no thanks. I would have moved a long time ago.
Oh, that's right. You're not from there anymore. I
Oh,
forgot.
hell no. No, hell no.
No, I forgot about that. I know you're right. Oh, I guess you're right. You know what you were.
Littlefoot says he'll do the same when silver hits 1,000.
Yeah.
It's funny because like my wife was asking, she never really cares about all this stuff, but she had like one of her nice watches, one of her bracelets, and all her purses were like on this table, and I'm like, damn, you got a lot of money sitting right there. And I started adding it all up, and she started adding it all up, and I said, damn, you almost have as much there as I have in the safe upstairs. And she's like, well, how much do you have in metals? And we
You're like,
started
don't worry about it,
talking
woman.
You'll find out in court someday.
Like, don't worry about it, woman.
You'll find out over my dead body.
You'll find out in court someday, honey.
She's like, you need to sell that. Remember when crypto was up and you were up all that money in crypto and you didn't sell it? I'm like, well, yeah, but you know, this is precious metals. I'm like, it's gonna keep going up.
Like,
Time is
woman,
different, honey.
like, woman, this is man's business.
Yeah. She's like, you. I'm like, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That is a fear though. That's my FOMO. Like Littlefoot said, you missed the sell point. I worry about that more than anything else.
Well, see, I'm kind of like this is why I like listening to the big bro Dub C, because he's all about that stacking for the love and enjoyment of the hobby. And for me, it's not so much an investment, but absolute wealth preservation and just I just like it, man. Like it's just nice to have and the history and just enjoying it, you know.
Yeah.
The thrill of the hunt, you know what I mean?
I don't care about any of that. It's all just a savings account to me. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just
Well, I
different in
mean,
all this,
like
I guess.
here I am. I'm looking at your gold, right? And you say in history. What year is that, Britannia? 2023. Ain't much history
Oh
there.
yeah. Nah, these were for well, see, but these were for fun. I mean, you know what
Oh,
I mean?
that is
Like
for fun. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, these are for fun. Like this one right here, I traded it was a St. Gaudens pre 33. I think it was like a 190, I forget what. Oh, maybe it was a 1901. I traded it for this and a little bit of cash.
Yep. Yeah.
Ilani
No,
says she has more medals than her husband does. He's trying to catch up. There you go.
There we
Nice.
go. Heck yeah.
That a girl.
hey, it's good. It's good that you have that together too, man. Me and my wife are that way too. I mean, she's not as rabid as I am, but she does collect. And you know, I listed on Pure Metals yesterday. I listed a colorized Perth Mint Dragon, the lilac one,
Mm-hmm.
and she wants that thing bad. I was like, bitch, it's $134. You can get it. Go get it.
You can buy it. You can buy it.
You
It's
can
right
buy
there
it
on
if
Pure
you
Metals if
want.
you
I
want
mean,
it.
but you ain't getting it for free. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to bring up a picture of it. It is a pretty coin, though. I will say that. There we go. Let me flip.
My wife
over.
doesn't have precious metals. She has purses, and she was never like that when I married her, neither. Not or when we started dating. Now it's purses. That is very cool.
Right? That's a pretty freaking coin, man.
I'm not one for colorized,
Oh,
but that is pretty cool.
Oh,
is
no,
that the
that
is that
one's
the lilac one or the
Perth Mint?
teal dragon, isn't
No,
it?
it's lilac.
Oh, okay.
It's the purple one.
Oh, the purple. Okay.
Yeah, I got that one, and I got a quarter ounce out of OJ's bargain bin for $99 yesterday.
It says the
Nice.
only thing red has is a bad attitude.
Yeah, Red's got spunk, man. If she's a real Red, she's definitely got spunk. Trust me, I know. I was married to one once.
Jamie
Oh, wait.
Frost says if his wife asks, he'd tell her that he lost it in a boating accident.
Definitely. You're never going to believe this. I was rowing across the lake. Boat capsized. It's all gone.
Yep. Lost it all in a boating accident.
Well, guys, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, and my dog is whining like a knucklehead.
Yeah, I
So if
heard-
you guys
I
want to
heard
stay
him
on, by all means, stay on. But
No, I'm out. I got stuff to do. I want to go to the coin shop actually.
yeah, you gotta go get an interview with OJ.
Now I want to see what it feels like to buy $103 silver.
Nice. Let me know how that
Nice.
feels because I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like going to my coin shop. I just go to the Reddit app.
He's like, I'm at my coin shop right now. Let me see what's on Reddit.
I've been on my coin shop. I already made 4 purchases during this 10-minute conversation.
I saw a 10th ounce platinum eagle that I almost pulled the trigger on, but I just couldn't do it.
So on one of my last live streams, I was actually negotiating a sale during the live stream. I just never said anything because it was a serious conversation, and I'm like, oh, I got to get this right. And we
They're
we
"Amigo,
agreed.
did your battery die? You're like, no, I'm in the middle of a deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Littlefoot wants to know what OJ is charging for an ounce of silver while you're there. He said, let him know.
Oh yeah, I will.
My
Well, I can
shop
tell
is
you,
charging
yesterday it
100
was
over.
a dollar back on government, foreign government, and generics. $1 back.
My coin shop was charging 100 over for eagles, which isn't too bad, really.
100 over. Oh, gold eagles.
Platinum.
Oh, platinum.
oh, platinum, nice.
Yeah, but Littlefoot said platinum, not gold. Platinum.
Oh, platinum. I don't think he's got any platinum.
I almost
I'm
went to a
surprised
coin
my
shop
shop actually
yesterday.
did.
Almost.
Okay. I hear you whining. Put
All
put
right.
Terrence
Yeah,
it up.
I guess we'll wrap it up now. Thanks everybody for coming in. Chris in Virginia, Littlefoot, Greg. Who's it? What do you got here? What is that?
Greg Olson,
Oh,
Plato's
Greg Olson. I'm sorry, my eyes ain't what they used to be, dude.
What the hell? You all right over there?
Yeah, my eyes are shot, dude.
Greg Olson, Platos Cave, Escape. Hey, okay. Jeez, I'm going
Jamie
nuts back
Frost.
here. Jamie Frost, good to see you. Leilani, everybody,
Hey.
good to see everybody.
Invisible
Enjoy your
River Ranch.
weekend. We'll see you. We'll
Lilo.
talk to you on Monday when gold is at 5,000 and silver is at $150.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Gold to be 5,000 Sunday night. It won't.
Let's
take
do it.
long.
Most likely it will be. It should be. Khalilo, thanks for hopping on as well. Appreciate it. Jeffrey, if you're listening, greatly appreciate you hopping on with us as well. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Yep.
Blue
Take it
Collar,
easy.
thanks for having me on.
My pleasure.
Appreciate y'all.
Take care.
Enjoy the weekend.
Bye bye.